think he sucks.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure my desktop audio and mic were being read. So we're good to go.
All right.
So whenever you guys want to start, we can. I mean, honestly, it can be. What I'm saying right now might even just be in the video for a funny, awkward start. I don't know.
Fighting game word of the day.
Okay.
Okizeme.
Okizeme.
I knew it was gonna be Okizeme. Because you asked, think of a word. No, the first one that came in my mind was like Okizeme.
No, that was definitely my word because I love me some Oki. Let me tell you, I love
I
putting
knew
people
it.
in the blender and telling them, guess what? That was the wrong option.
But the best part about it is that I get to ignore it.
Oh man, yeah,
Because
yeah.
I can DP.
That's definitely the mental
The
warfare.
only
Yep.
thing better than a meaty is a DP.
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I know that I know that feeling. I know that that opposite feeling of what Bryce is feeling right now. I failed my Oki somehow.
I love when people mistime their meaties because then I get a full combo.
That
If I miss my meaty, I'm just gonna keep mashing. I don't care. And whatever happens, happens. Obviously, whoever wins the exchange obviously wanted it more.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just a power of will at that point. I mean,
yeah, yeah. Oh, you messed up. I'm gonna DP. Oh, you blocked it. I'm gonna still do it again. It's only negative on block if I will it to be.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I think the double DP strat is sick as hell. I love that stuff.
Oh man.
I mean, if you're blocking a DP and then letting them recover
In
to
time
do
for him
another
to do it
DP,
again.
What
like
if
that's on you.
if you like air block a DP, depending on like just how jank it might be, you might not be able to punish it. So you might just be able to do another one. You know what I mean? Or if
Or
you
maybe you
whiff
don't
a
have the
DP in
option to-
neutral.
Or maybe you don't have the
That's when you
option
have
to
to-
block it at all, aka DNF duel.
Oh, does that game not? That game doesn't have air blocking, right?
No, it does not.
Dang.
And to be honest, it would be Omega Toxic if it did.
Yeah, I
I
can
thought
see
you were
that.
gonna say like BB tag because you can't
No,
block
I
the
think-
reversals and BB tag in the air. You can block other things in the air. You just
Oh
can't
yeah,
block
yeah,
the
yeah.
reversals
I
in
know
the
what you're
air.
talking about. Yeah, BB tag DPs, which are basically 2-button DPs, are air unblockable. So there's air unblockable setups that like people do in BB tag.
Oh boy, if only I could abuse that. Too bad the two mains I have in BB tag are both counter DPs.
Oh yeah, that is unfortunate. It's crazy how like fast BB tag just died even with rollback. Now all it is
Oh,
is
yeah,
an
that
RPlay. It's like a roleplay simulator now.
Oh, I forget that happened to that game. Is it because of like Ruby and stuff like that getting in there? It's just because those anime
I think
crossovers.
It's that in Persona.
Yeah, Persona.
To be fair,
They
like
should do another
BlazBlue
BB
doesn't
tag.
have that in their community. I
Or
should
they
know.
could
I've
just
played
make
BB
another BB.
Yeah.
Didn't the director of the BlazBlue series, leave Arxis entirely? Or that's like what it says on their website. Like he's just not on their board of directors anymore.
I guess
I
not.
don't know.
So,
That could be pretty sad, or
yeah,
pretty good. I don't know.
It's also like really up in the air if there's going to be another BlazBlue game, like if it's a fighting game or if it's like another gotcha that they did.
Oh yeah, they did that as well.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about the gotcha. No.
We don't talk about that.
I think it's really funny. Yeah, we can talk about gotcha fighting games. I mean, Grand Blue, you've been playing that, right, nerd?
Yeah, I've been playing. Okay, no. Okay, so funny story.
Mhm.
So I did a poll, like a straw poll,
Yeah.
on my community so that I could see like what games people want me to do,
Mhm.
right? And I put DNF as an option, and I put Grand Blue as an option. And there was no votes for DNF Duel.
Let's
and
go.
Like 40% of the votes were on Grand Blue. And that sucks because I love DNF Duel. Like I legit love it. It's like my, because I'm a zoomer, okay?
Mhm.
I'm a zoomer, like a FGC zoomer,
Yeah.
and DNF Duel is my Marvel. Like it's my Marvel 3.
That sounds so disingenuous to Marvel.
I'm not trying to say it in like a what's it called? Derogatory way or anything like that. Like respects to
Okay,
Marvel.
my
of
question
course.
is, have you played Marvel?
I have.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm
played a
pretty sure you
tiny
have.
It's like,
bit.
wouldn't Marvel be the Marvel to your Marvel at that point?
I would say like,
Like, I don't know.
I hate being
True.
that guy, but like it would be, I think, my Marvel, if you want to talk. Actually, let's say my Street Fighter 4. We'll call it that, right? Mine
Right.
was DBFZ, right? And
okay, so I kind
yeah.
of just said Marvel because of how they both are very similar in how their characters are all designed.
I
They're all
see.
designed to be like extremely crazy. Oh,
Mhm.
but in DNF Duel, everyone is also crazy as well, and that and
see
like
what
in a
you mean,
weird
yeah.
way, it's balanced because of it, right? Because
Mhm.
they're all super crazy,
I'm
and
glad I
that's why
didn't
there's
get into
also a
that
guard
game.
button.
Oh yeah. I'm
I
kind of just.
understand that
Oh
to a
yeah.
point.
Sorry. No, you go. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. You can go.
Oh okay. Well, I was gonna just talk about the characters being broken, so that might take you off track. Then go ahead.
I mean, I was just gonna say like, I get that, but I mean, it's just like I don't know. It's like there's a magic to like playing Marvel for realsies and having Marvel be that game for you. It's like
Mhm.
when I play DNF, I just think, wow, this is terrible. You know, like I don't feel the spark. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
I
when
do
you play like
respect that.
fighters or
Yeah, I
something.
understand what you're saying. Go ahead, Bryce.
So I think I am a personal hater of everyone's broken. I really want to like certain games, but I just because of the characters, I just can't like Power Rangers. It is so unfun to deal with all of that crap and just all that stuff. So I'm kind of glad I didn't get to DNF. As interesting as it looked, honestly. Like I see all these cool characters. I see Time Stop in combos. I see like Lost Warrior or whatever, and he looks sick as hell.
Yeah, Lost Warrior. Yeah,
I'm
he's
a big
sick.
fan of that character. Apparently he's bad, which also kind of sucks, but that's the
Actually,
norm.
no, he's actually just kind of like underplayed,
That's what it looks
pretty
like as
much, and
well.
so that's why they say he kind of sucks. But there are definite advocates of like, oh, he's broken. He's
Hmm.
a boss character. He should be banned.
Oh
Like
wow.
yeah, it's actually that
We
crazy
should ban
because he can
Oni.
actually like legit two touch you from full screen,
Oh
and
yeah.
he also sets up the time stop, right?
Oh
And it's
yeah.
also only get this, it's only with 3 moves.
Dang, that's pretty crazy.
It's like Nago, except if Nago had addition to like hits time stop from DBZ.
I'm surprised Hit
Uh,
didn't get Dio time stop from like Heritage from the Future. Am I like the only person who thinks that?
I don't know JoJo lore that well, so
Just
I can't say for
I
sure.
mean,
But
like just
I
from the
know they
game Heritage from
definitely
the Future.
nerfed Hit in the manga
Oh yeah.
because they're like, oh snap,
Oh, I'm
okay,
not talking
time
about like
stop
in the
too
show. I
crazy.
mean like in Dragon Ball Fighters, he should have had like a 7 bar just time stop move or something. I don't know.
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
I mean,
It would have been cool. I don't know how good it would
it
have been
would
or
have
how
been cool, but I
broken.
mean, like, I'm gonna
Oh
be
yeah, it would
honest,
have absolutely been cool. I don't know about viable, but definitely cool.
because
You
like,
got 7 bars to spend on a certain other
I
super.
guess yeah, a
time
certain
stop
other
and heritage
super.
for the future. Like, if you get the bar for it, you can just set up an unblockable and just win the match because you can two touch in that game pretty
Yeah.
consistently. And so when you time stop and they're like getting up after a knockdown, they can't block. So
Hmm.
you can just buffer time stop and then boom, you get free hits.
Hmm.
And because when you do it, the meter is going down while
Yeah,
the
so
time stop
you
is
can
off.
keep doing supers in the middle
Yeah,
of
you
it.
can do like with Dio, you can just do
Knives.
stand on knives over and over
Hmm.
again, and then hit them, and then they die.
I'm just well, like yeah,
It would
I'm
have
just
been
saying it'd be
cool, but
cool.
it definitely needs some more balancing.
Or yeah, it could be like done like Axel's time stop and Guilty Gear Strive and stuff like that.
So does Axel does have that? I completely
Remember when
forgot.
everyone thought he was gonna be broken because of it?
Yeah, and now it's literally just a meme.
Yeah, I honestly it's in some like aspects because you can like cancel it off of special moves now, right?
Yeah.
It honestly kind of just feels like a better RC in certain circumstances, but also that character just kind of got nerfed as a whole. So like I don't
I
know.
mean, he got nerfed because of DLC proxy.
Oh,
Like,
just other characters are better.
yeah, like
Okay,
not only DLC, but
they made the DLC characters good
yeah, they
outside
did
of
also did
Chaos.
nerf him. So it was a combination of both.
Hmm.
But to go back on the broken characters bit,
Oh yeah.
in DNF, I
Hmm.
actually don't mind it,
Hmm.
and I think that also has to do with like some sort of like it's kind of like my mentality with fighting games.
Yeah.
So I used to be a Switch DBZ player, right?
Hmm.
And I only had that and Pokken, and the best like delay on Switch online was 4 frames
Oh
at like
really?
minimum. Which also, by the way, when I say 4 frames, it was a 2 frame delay on Switch.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's in reality, it's 4 frames. It's, like, doubled.
Yeah, because the Switch has a lot of native input delay.
And as well as that, the hit stun in that game is actually altered. And I
Really?
learned this recently. If one player has simple controls on, both players get a crazy amount of meter for no reason.
Oh, that's really cool.
Is that like a bug?
We don't know.
Oh.
We just learned that recently, and I was like, wait, what? I didn't even know that. And I actually started. I also started DBFZ and like fighting games in general with the simple inputs, and I never knew that too.
Oh, really? You started with
it was just
simple...
crazy. And
you just thought, oh, I always have enough bar to kill. Nice.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, sick! I have bar to kill. Let's go.
Let's go.
But
Easy.
no, when I played, like, and I remember recording this.
Mhm.
I remember recording DBFZ, and I would, you know, like, warm up, and then I would record, and then after I maybe play some more, or, like, bulk record,
Mhm.
and I just remember feeling like every time on, like, camera, I wanted to kind of, like, scream, because I was baby raging.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I did that
like,
too when I first
internally,
started
I was
DBZ.
raging hard, and I didn't like it. And so when I switched to, like, rollback games, like
Oh, yeah.
Power Rangers and then eventually Strive, like, my mindset, like, I don't know what happened, or exactly when it happened, but there was just, like, this, like, click.
Yes.
And then it was just like, oh my gosh, I just got it. I'm trash. I am trash at the video game. It's not my fault. It's not my character's fault. It's not my opponent's fault. Or sorry, it is my fault, not the character's and not the person's fault. I
Yeah.
just suck. And then it just completely shifted my mindset entirely. Where it just like, I don't know what other word to say it other than like, I just need to put in the practice and I need to try and
Mhm.
believe in my character. Like Item said, like, you know, Daro Inu said at Evo, like, that sort of mentality, like, just believe and put in the time, and then I actually started getting better.
Yeah.
And then I helped people out, and they got better, and it just kept going from there. And that's why I think I still love DNF, or that's why I still love DNF Duel, and how I can, like, look at it from a objective point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely the what's it called? The rollback realization. I like to say.
Unironically, delay-based netcode made me a better person. Like, the moment I dropped Smash Ultimate and DBFZ, I literally just became a better person. A lot of anger was no longer in my life.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I
it
was
doesn't
just...
help that. It doesn't help that from my point of view, DBFZ is the worst delay-based netcode I have ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
And like you said, I played Granblue, and Granblue's delay is way better than.
Is it actually?
Yes,
I've been using
It
DBFZ
was
as my standard of
startling.
delay-based.
No, it is not.
Well, my standard is
when I
Dolphin
first-
netplay, but regardless.
Yeah, no problem. So when I first played Granblue online with like friends of mine, I was shocked at how good it was. And it's like 2 to 3 at worst. And I did play someone from Europe, and of course that was like 19 frames, and that was like a PowerPoint show. But otherwise, it handled the delay pretty well, all things considered.
That's good to know.
Yeah, so like, and even when it was 19 frames, there wasn't like a panel that popped up and said, looking for connection mid-match while the entire screen froze. So it just felt like it was sluggish, but it was still playable.
That's pretty interesting. I think that's... Yeah, I genuinely have just been using DBFZ as, like, my, like, benchmark when it comes to delay-based fighting games. So I guess, yeah, I just assumed that Granblue would just be as bad, and so that's why I haven't picked it up yet. Honestly, next time it goes on sale, I might get it, knowing that the netcode is better. I didn't even realize. I
would say, if you do get it, you might need to get the Legendary Edition, because...
Too much
Fun
DLC.
Fact, yeah, the DLC kind of heavily power crept the base cast, and as well, like, at most, you'll find maybe one character in the base game that you'll like.
Yeah, I already think that there's a character that I'm looking for. You know how I can very easily pick a character if there's something that interests me about them, so
Something that I'm very jealous about.
Yeah, no, I saw Nagoriyuki, I was like, this guy's cool as hell, dude, and then that's it. I was only interested in him from that point onwards because of like just the cool mechanics, and I was like, oh shoot, he's got all this cool stuff going on top of that. But at first, it was just a looks thing.
That's usually how I pick my characters. Like, it's just I don't really care about the gameplay. I mean, the gameplay matters, but it's not like, oh, does this character play like this? Does this character fit this archetype or whatever? I'm just like, do they look cool, man? Like, do they have a funny move, or like, are their animations cool, stuff like that? Like
Mhm.
Paywheel and Skullgirls. Like, I've never played a flight character at all ever
About
before
that.
her. And I saw her and I was just looking at her and I looked at her moves and I played her tutorial and I was like, man, this character seems really cool. Let me play it. And then it took me like 3 months to be able to do a B&B because I picked up the hardest character in the game just because they looked cool. And I was like, damn, that's how I do it every game, mainly.
That's how
For the
I
most
feel
part.
about like Ash. I haven't played many zoners or charge characters, and I'm like, Ash, he looks pretty cool. And I think it also plays into, I see this condition that they play towards, and I like that more than their overall play style. Like Ash, you go for Sans Culotte, and try to just nuke their health bar.
I'm sorry to say, it took me a second before I realized you meant KOF.
Oh yeah. Who did you think? Oh, like Ash Ketchum.
Maybe. Listen,
At first I was like, wait, is there
as
a
I
DNF
said,
dual character
I am
named
a
Ash?
zoomer to the FGC, so I haven't yet played KOF. I haven't yet, looked into characters that I would like in KOF. So
Honestly, if Street Fighter 5 or Street Fighter 6 didn't present itself as the best fighting game probably of all time from that point, I would probably be playing any fighting game right now, and it'd probably be KOF or Punch Planet.
I'm gonna be honest. Like Street Fighter 6 is not looking fun.
Oh really?
I'm sorry.
Tell me all
It's
about
just
it.
like
I think I know what you're talking about. The Dollism clip.
not just that. It's like just in general. Like I don't like how it looks. I don't like the new features they're adding. I don't like how the combos look. I mean, the what's it called? The one button special systems that they're adding. I don't really care about it that
Yeah,
much. But
okay.
like,
Okay.
you know,
Strangely enough, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I do have some complaints about how it looks, but in general, it's just like I've never played a Street Fighter other than 5, and I barely got into that. Like it's been, like I exploded into the FGC in an interesting way.
Yeah.
So now I'm just finally catching up with you guys, and Street Fighter 6 to me, it's just like, I don't know if it's my style.
I'm really interested in Street Fighter 6 because of the mechanics for the most part. I think I'm not super sure how much I like parry into Drive Rush. I'm not sure how much I like that just even being one bar. But I don't think there's a single other game that does a comeback mechanic better, because the only fucking comeback mechanic in this game is critical art, and that's it.
Yeah.
And even then, that's barely any extra damage on your level 3 super, and there's no other difference.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Like, I am so tired of comeback mechanics. Like, and we were talking about Power Rangers earlier. I can't deal with that.
yeah, I mean,
Power Ranger doesn't really have a comeback mechanic, because if there
isn't
was...
the only way to build Zord meter from taking damage?
Oh yeah.
that's the
Well,
only way.
that's not really considered a comeback mechanic, to be
It
honest.
certainly was for a while. I'll say that much.
It used to be, yeah.
You could use
but...
it. You could definitely use it as a comeback mechanic. Like you're on your last character. You're neutral. You have a full Zord meter. I just call Zord. I get in pressure for free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then
you can't attack me. I can't block anything, because if I block anything that you hit me with, you get hit by the Zord, and I get a free combo, and it does insane damage.
Yeah.
So like oh, and also you can use a part of the Zord meter for like a guard cancel.
Yeah, alpha
and just
counter.
go back full screen. So it can, in a way, be used for that. Most people don't.
it's
right? They
meant
just
to
use it
be
for the
like a comeback
combos.
mechanic, yeah, but it's mostly used just to like solo TOD,
Mm-hmm.
which is...
Well, if you're
not
solo
like every
TOD,
other character can't just TOD you from anywhere else.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, just
but
pick
like,
RJ,
but
right?
easy, you know.
Pick RJ, pick Jin.
Oh,
Pick Virgil.
don't bring up Jen, please.
Virgil,
I've been
literally
robbed
Virgil
with that
Jin.
character. I've been robbed
The
from that
Jinfinite.
character.
Have you been hit with the Jinfinite?
Don't, the pain, the PTSD is coming back.
I do want to talk
fair,
about how excited you guys were for... Wait, RC, or should I just call... I should call you Simon. I'm stupid.
You can just call me Simon.
You guys were both excited for that like final season of Power Rangers DLC, right?
Yeah, I was waiting for Rita Ora.
Yeah,
It was on. It was
I
gonna
was
be a
I
matter
was
of
waiting
time.
for more characters too. Like I was waiting for Trent personally,
Mm.
and then when they said the last DLC was Rita, and then that was it. It was kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if that game could have handled any more characters though.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
feel like they could have.
I basically got every character that I would have wanted. Like I got Cenozoic Blue. That was already in the base roster. I got
Was he like good at all ever in any point
No,
in the
no,
game?
he's terrible.
I think he
He's
got better
terrible,
now.
but
No, I think
better
he's
now.
pretty
He
good
has good
now.
tools. And, like,
He's
he's
good
not.
now. I think they did buff him, so now he's pretty good actually.
Yeah. I just remember how
He's like
pathetic he
mid tier
was.
though. He's still mid tier.
Oh, y'all remember
better than
on
Trini, at
launch
least.
Power Rangers Battle for the Grid? That was not a video game.
Oh
My
yeah,
God, man.
it was pretty interesting. I wasn't
We don't talk
like
about.
there for the start of the season. Like I said, like when I joined DBFZ,
Mhm.
I mean like I joined in mid season 2.
Yeah,
when
'cause
it
that was the Switch.
When no, it was also because of Videl and Jiren.
Oh, yeah.
They were out. And then Janemba was announced and GT Goku was leaked. That was around that time frame when I started playing.
Remember, we could not have prepared for GT Goku.
I don't think anyone could have.
Do you
I don't
guys
think anyone
remember?
should've.
You
I don't
guys
think it
remember the
should've
hype
even
behind
been a
UI
thing.
Goku?
I don't
I
think
I
UI
feel
Goku's
like
nearly as
Goku-
bad. He's not nearly as
Oh.
bad.
Goku was worse.
I feel like we were not prepared for
to be
UI
honest.
Goku of all characters because of.
I don't
like,
think we were
they
ready
like,
for
oh,
that
look at how
defensive."
many specials he's got.
Mhm.
We got like this dance move. We got like this weird
Oh my
flip.
God! Don't remind
Like,
me.
oh.
I remember I was really looking at the V scans and like seeing all the special moves he had, and I was just telling people, y'all think this is gonna be like a normal Goku or none? This character's gonna take so much brave power. People
That's
are
what
even
I
gonna
was
main him.
thinking
No one is
too.
gonna play this character because he takes so much brave power.
And
All
then-
these
And then
normal
meanwhile,
Goku
he's the
mains are
most
gonna be
brain
so
dead
sad.
character.
On release, dude is 0 brain cells, man. I was so disappointed.
He actually has the right arm of the forbidden one. He can hit you and
Right
trade
arm of the
and
forbidden.
combo off the hit.
Hey, literally insane. That's something Jiren has to do in the
Yeah,
corner
exactly.
off of a light counter hit, and he doesn't even get a good combo from it. It's the
And
only
meanwhile,
other
UI
character.
Goku gets a free full combo that pushes you into the
Anywhere on
corner.
screen, any button, free conversion. Like brother, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Literally, he was like I've never seen a character. Well, apart from
I
the
can feel the
monster lab
PTSD.
code.
I
I've
can
never seen
feel the
another
PTSD coming from you, Simon.
I
I
love
feel
I'm
you.
hearing
just like
people get heated.
I'm in recovery. I'm in recovery right now. I know I'm
Oh
healing.
yeah.
But the only other character I've ever seen that actually makes that like it was in this top level play. Top level players would not go to even get Oki off of UI Goku just because of all of his options.
He
They
had
would
two
just knock him down.
DPs, and then he had metered options as well. Right after that.
Exactly. That's safe.
he had a-
block. Really? 204 HP. He can cancel it into himself. You can't attack him.
He had a DP that you could follow up into a counter. He had a DP that you could follow up into a vanish.
You had a
so
DP
to
that you
guess
could
2H.
combo into supers afterwards, unscaled.
Oh yeah, or he could go
with
into
anyone
super
in
as
the
a third
entire
option.
cast.
And then he also had. Did he have his vertical? Did his level 3 vertically track at that time or no?
Yes, it tracked the entire screen.
Yeah, oh yeah, because
I'm
when he's
pretty sure
grounded.
it did still track. I think the only thing was that the okay, so this is an issue that I still have to this day. UI Goku's flip, you can't react to with some characters. Broly has no fast move that can actually react
Isn't
to it.
2L like the perfect option
2L
for?
Yeah, that is true, but like the thing is that
But
like,
then he does punch. Like he does punch or
Like-
EX. Like EX is like
X.
frame 4. You gotta
Well,
remember that.
yeah, it beats punch,
that's the thing
right?
though. The best OS, unless you're playing like either offline or with like almost 0 delay or really consistent or anything, the best
It's a
OS you
read.
can do is just jump.
Yeah.
Because like look,
Yeah,
worst case
that's all I can
scenario-
do basically, yeah.
Worst case scenario, they do 2-1. They do flip into punch. They have plus frames, and they have more plus frames than normal. But like, it's still plus frames. You like
Yeah.
Goku with plus frames.
Yeah.
It's not like he has that many mix. And if he goes for a command grab, just jump.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got
fall
like
down.
nothing for overheads. He's literally just got
Yeah.
6M and then maybe instant air dash. I don't know.
I
He's
don't know.
got-
Have you guys
he
ever
also has
been
that
hit by the
5M, though.
reset?
He does have
214
EX into beam though. He does have EX flip into beam.
And that's actually kind of hard to block.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a true left right there.
Actually, I didn't know this. I remember I did it one time on accident when I was first playing it when he came out just to test him out. I was in an online match and I had jumped up and my opponent recovered on the ground and I was like at super jump height and I was like and I did 2-on-4 in the command grab and it teleported me
Yeah, to the
down
bottom.
instantly and grabbed.
Oh
him.
yep.
I haven't got a grab off of it
Yo.
though.
Yeah,
Yep.
that.
I
Why
was
can he do
flabbergasted.
flip and then it just teleports into the ground?
I don't
There-
know.
there's
It's-
just-
it's how he
that
gets
doesn't
his
make
normal
sense. I
combos
should be able to
off.
punish him on the way down.
Hmm.
But nope. Well, except for grab, but yeah.
Ridiculous, but say what you want about UI Goku. Like launch lab coat, I'm speechless.
I still think Launch DT Goku is probably the strongest character individually. Maybe not within the meta that he was in, comparatively to what we have now, where Lab Coat is just objectively better than every other option. Whereas when GT Goku came out, he has better tools than Lab Coat has. Or he had better tools than Lab Coat had. But
I mean, at the time, yeah, like
yeah,
how the game was when GT Goku came out versus how the game is now. I think because Snap was a thing, so
Mhm.
getting hit in season 2 was much was much more
and he had
detrimental
so much
than getting
mix.
hit in season 3.
He had an
Exactly.
air low, you know.
He had a four-way
Or no, he didn't.
mix-up off of
Four-way
a
mix
level
up off
3.
of level 3.
that you
Both
could
level 3s
not-
actually.
Also
could-
did
you
a
had to guess.
shit ton of damage.
Oh,
And
that
stagger
too.
pressure in the game at the time.
And a comeback mechanic.
Yeah, he had
And
everything.
also-
2-on-4H
and
full
also,
screen
remember,
tracks gets
but-
it for
Yep.
free.
Also, remember, fuzzies existed, so
Mhm.
no
and he was
big
the
body
shortest character in the
allowed.
entire game, and he still is.
Unfuzzyable.
Hmm.
At all.
Exactly.
You cannot hit this man.
I mean, not to mention, like he's shorter than than Krillin and like Teen
the
Gohan.
amount of
takes.
JS's that just whiffed from full screen, Zamasu, A Gohan, Yamcha.
I mean, Gohan's is pretty bad objectively. Like even
That
now,
is true.
it's still
compared to
it's
that.
always been objectively bad.
I
But
wonder.
yeah, Zamasu.
Yeah.
Just it's crazy. I genuinely think if we just took the response to GT Goku at that time. I mean, I guess Labcoat 21 got banned and GT didn't. You know, I guess if we want to put it that way. But I mean,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
that
sure
is
I'm pretty
true.
sure Labcoat was banned because of slowing down games.
People were taught,
That-
Labco
yes,
was
that was
definitely banned on
the-
the more technical episodes.
Mhm.
But they were asking to ban GT Goku when he came out. I was around then. and
Yeah,
I
they
remember
were.
I was seeing tweets.
Yeah,
like,
people
there was a
wanted him
program,
banned. They
but there
wanted him
never
gone.
was like a real. There never was like a real like. Okay, we're banning this character.
Unfortunately.
Unlike
it never
Labco.
got to that point.
Yeah,
'Cause,
exactly.
Like GT Goku was strong. He was dominant. He was definitely top 1.
Mhm.
But like there were still other insane greats.
Yeah, there was still
alongside
Kid Buu, there was still Bardock. You know,
of Super Saiyan Goku.
Super Saiyan
Beam
Goku
assist,
was
remember?
everywhere too. Yeah.
Dude.
Exactly. Still had the
Uh,
beam assist. The amount of
Ah,
how-
man,
what
my
was- what did
boy
we see?
Goku, why?
He's
Why
better
did
now,
he
at least.
slip off his leg?
Like they nerf. I don't understand.
This
They nerfed
this
him
entire
in the worst way
podcast is
possible.
just going to be about DBFZ.
That's
Okay,
fine.
okay. Change subject. Change subject.
Okay, let's talk
no,
about Street Fighter
last
6.
thing-
Or actually, you
Street
go
Fighter
first.
6.
I just want to say one last thing before we switch to Street Fighter 6. Labcoat, yeah, she just when you got debuff, she just slowed the match down and she
Mhm.
could
Her
combo
character
into
just
it
did less
whether like
damage.
you wanted it or not.
Yeah.
I think
and
it's
that
crazy that she also
completely-
buffs her special moves. I feel like people don't talk about that
too,
enough.
yeah. Like I feel like that was like meant to like counteract how slow the game she could make it.
I
with
can
debuff,
see that.
But then
You could
they
do it to
realized,
multiple
oh,
characters
snap.
and hers doesn't stack, so like it will
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's
And
the
then
total.
that doesn't it doesn't make it any faster. It still keeps it pretty slow.
Mhm.
And then
I'm not saying it should stack in case Bandai's watching. I don't,
yeah, don't. No.
I want
Bandai.
to make that
Leave
clear.
that to Broly. Let him have it. Let him have it for every special he does.
Yeah, I would love to see
Anyways,
Broly to
Yeah,
have
just
that.
for every move he does. It's literally he's just buffed. Period.
Yeah, every move he
As he
does, he
should.
loses one piece of his armor.
That's actually
That
so
would be kind of
insane.
cool. I'm not gonna lie, but that's not what he needs. But anyways,
All right,
I think
let's
who I would probably main in Street Fighter 6 is a tie between Kimberly, Ken, and who was that last character? Oh, I forgot it now.
like Dawson,
but-
Blanca, or like E
No,
Honda,
no, I think it was one of the earlier ones.
Luke,
Maybe Jury.
Jamie.
No, not really. Not
Chun-Li,
my
Ryu?
not my thing. Yeah, Chun-Li or like maybe it was Chun-Li or Juri. It's one of those two. Like that was my like, okay, if all else fails, I'll just play those two.
Juri looks like an
Yeah,
actual
when you
character
said
that you can
jury,
play.
like when you said jury, the first thing that popped into my head was just people on Twitter when they made that random
Oh.
thread about jury's feet being visible.
I'm
I
not
did. I'm
actually.
glad
Trying
I
to
didn't see that
justify, oh, it
thread.
makes sense why she wears this. Good, blessed, you're lucky. God, man, I can't
No,
sometimes.
so funny story. In Street Fighter V, I finally kind of like went to get Zeku, and I
Oh yeah.
did like all the stuff to get him for free.
Oh yeah.
And he's really sick. And then Kimberly reminds me a lot of Zeku.
They do practice
and
the same
then-
style. They are both
Yeah,
Bush
yeah,
and Ryu.
yeah. And I think she's super cool. Have you seen the clip of Justin Wong getting bodied by the CPU?
Yes. Justin Wong's been bodied by each CPU though. I feel like all these CPUs are like actually cracked.
I mean, it's a new game too as well. It's not even out yet, so I understand him getting bodied.
Mhm.
But like some of the stuff she can do, I'm like, ooh, this is like a
I
this
love
is
the
a Dragon
teleport.
Ball character. I kind of like it.
that like smoke paint can teleport thing is so cool because it's just like an
Oh,
ultimate
yeah.
game of chicken.
It's also like really clever because she's a street ninja, right?
I think it's so cool. I love her design aspect. I just want to talk about how Street Fighter 6 is the first video game to come out of the fighting game genre. Because like it actually
video game?
Yeah, because it's got like a story mode like a normal video game does, you know, it's got like actual
Oh,
tips
okay, I
and
see what
tools
you're
to help
saying,
you
yeah.
out. Like I don't
It's
know.
like a full-on experience.
It's like you know, it's a
seeming
$60 video game for the first time the FGC has ever
wow.
seen.
yeah, that is true.
Like-
that is
better
very
and for
true.
worse.
I personally am
I
in love with
respect
Street
it.
Fighter 6.
I can't wait for people to start role playing.
I like
in
that
the
buttons are
lobbies of
good
Street Fighter
again.
6.
Like I like that you no longer have like in Street Fighter 5 you'd see your foot connected with the other person and it wouldn't hit. That's so stupid. And that's just not the case in Street Fighter 6. Like
Oh, yeah,
you
there's
actually
real
have
pain.
real
Street Fighter
buttons. You have
4
real
either.
pokes.
Yeah, so now Dollism actually will hit you from full screen and convert and dash off of it. His full screen confirm and put you in a mix.
I mean, honestly, he's got so much recovery on those moves. If you see it, all you have to do is just parry it, and it probably doesn't even need to be a perfect parry. Like, because the parry is just a block button essentially. I'm not sure how I feel
True.
about it, but I think that it really hurts Dawson because it also pushes him back. I think as well. So I think he benefits and also is equally pushed back by the
You're saying
mechanics.
there might be equal exchange.
Like I think he gains a lot from Drive Rush, but I think he loses a lot to parry.
Yeah, that would make sense because otherwise, we might have another Kid Buu situation.
Yeah, I mean
or,
he
like,
can't do
top-tier
teleport mix while you're
Dollism.
parrying, so
Yeah.
just I don't know, stuff like that. I think people overreacted a little too much.
My comment got I'm pretty sure I like talked over somebody, but I said I can't wait for people to start role playing in the lobbies of Street
Oh
Fighter
yeah,
6
that's for sure gonna happen.
with their creative character.
Yeah, that's
and-
definitely gonna happen. There's gonna be some e-dating in Street Fighter 6.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I thought that was just gonna be reserved for the Blaze Blue and like Persona games.
I mean,
Why is it spreading?
Yeah, I know.
we'll find
That's
out
what
in the
I'm
open
really
or
worried
in the
about.
closed beta. I really hope I get picked for that closed beta because I really want to know how I'm gonna
Oh,
feel
same.
about that game.
I got applied for it as well, but I
Mhm.
don't know if I'll be able to make it now though. Like looking back.
I
But,
hope
I'm
I
glad I
like that
applied.
game. I really want to like that game because I do really like how it looks. Actually, I'm glad that the characters actually have aged for the first time since Street Fighter Alpha.
Oh yeah, I don't have an issue with like them aging and stuff. I just have an issue with like some of
a little greasy.
the design and like I said, I still don't fully understand Street Fighter, so
I love the paint on everything though. I think that looks really cool, but it's just flashy colors make my eyes go big, you know.
I can
Yeah.
see myself having an issue with it later on because of like how much it fills up the screen.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I think it will be fine.
I think Drive Impact is also so interesting. I'm not. It's another thing. A lot of things with Street Fighter 6. The more footage I'm seeing, the less sure I am. But I know the footsies and the gameplay will feel good. But I'm not sure about the new mechanics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, like it's the mechanics, but it's also speaking of like how it looks. It's just when I saw like actually every time I see just footage from it, I just think like, wow, they're trying to emulate Street Fighter 3. when they have Street Fighter 3 to just draw from like how it is. Like they're going for a realistic type of approach, which that isn't bad itself. It does look kind of uncanny
A little
sometimes.
bit. I mean, I love how I think
Yeah.
I think Blanca's face is everything good about it because it's like this because he's like this man beast, right? And it's just his face. I don't know. I see it and it just perfectly conceptualizes that, and I don't know why. And I just really like that. But sorry, keep going.
Actually, no, I actually agree with that. I do like Blanca's design in this one.
Mhm.
The overalls are a bit much, but I
Yeah.
can let it slide.
I mean, at
But
least he's wearing
now,
pants,
you
right?
want to talk about character design? Let's talk about Ken, okay?
My man broke.
Those when those designs were leaked, and
Mhm.
I didn't like. I looked at Kimberly's design, and I was like, okay, I need to see her in gameplay before I decide if I like her design or not. And looking from that back then, yeah, I do like her.
Mhm.
I like her design. But then when Ken looks like a rundown old man living in a box down the street, that's just didn't sit right with me.
Yeah.
And so when the fact that they release like his lore that he's actually like
He's on the run.
framed for something and he's actually gonna like become like a underground like MacGyver like scenario detective
He's an
thing,
action
I
star.
was all for it.
Yeah.
I loved every second of that. I
You
popped
remember when
off.
people were
He-
theorizing that he just got divorced?
Yeah.
And that's why
Yeah,
he looks like that?
that's what I was
Ryu,
saying.
all my apes gone.
I hated that. I legit just hated
Remember,
that.
it was like a Reddit post or something, and it's just like he even struggles to do fiery Shoryukens. Yikes! And I'm like, that's not true. That's not the case. There's no way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
And
remember
it
those
was also
leaked
because of
videos?
Matera, was it? Wait, did I said Matera? I meant Minot.
Minot, yeah.
and Rose's like windscreen against him.
Mhm.
That also like kind of pushed that sort of thing
Yeah.
in that light. But now looking back at it, it makes complete sense that it's not that. It's
Mhm.
just that it was like an ominous sense of evil
Yeah.
thing. And now
I
he's gonna fight like I don't know what the big bad guy of Street Fighter is. I don't remember the name of him.
Bison,
Bison. There are several
Dictator,
Bison.
technically.
Well, no,
Guild.
like the organization that
Shadowloo?
Bison works for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. What Bryce said.
apparently. So should I get into any spoilers here about like the leaks or whatever?
That's fine. For me, it's fine. At
Okay,
least.
you good? With
I mean,
that?
I've seen him as well.
Okay, so V, one of the leaked characters, one of the characters shown in the starting roster, that they tweeted out that they officially confirmed the 18 characters. Also pretty good, best base start, the largest base starting roster out of any Street Fighter game. Because Street Fighter 4 launched in arcades with less characters, on consoles it had more. I think so. I'm pretty sure he has something to do with Shadowloo. Also, G shows up in that same story mode trailer.
G?
Mm-hmm.
G?
Wait, so if there's G, then there's a chance that there's Q. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll see if I can I'll look up Street Fighter, see if they have like video nearby, but it seems like to be a lot of stuff from just recent tournaments. But
While you do that, I remember oh wait, oh no, it's slipping. Oh dear. Don't you just hate it when you're about to say something and you forget? Oh
yeah.
no. I forgot it now.
Darn.
Dang it.
I hate to see it.
Yeah, indeed. That's so bad. It was so.
Okay,
all
okay,
the
I've got the
tip of my
trailer
tongue.
pulled up. Okay, I am streaming. I have my screen on the recording, so that's good. So, let me try to find the timestamp. I'm pretty sure it's Authority, a cool job, ton of likes.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Yep.
Got it while
Keep going.
you set up. Remember when they tweeted out, "Oops, you weren't supposed to see that."
In Metro City, we all see
Confirmed
things we're not
the
supposed to
leaks.
see.
Exactly. Like that is either like the most Chad behavior of a company, or I don't even know what else to call it, because that is so crazy that they actually just went ahead and confirmed the roster before we've even seen it.
Yeah. Well, it didn't confirm like the whole raw. It just confirmed that those are characters that. Yeah. Okay, I found the shot.
Will show up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here I can send the screenshot for you guys, and I'll try to, if I can remember, I'll keep this picture in. But yeah, this is G, and there's like not even a shadow of a doubt. It is objectively just that's G. Oh, that's a 4.2 megabyte image. I'm surprised. I used the snipping tool and everything, but it's not going to take too long. I've got bad upload rate, but that's G. 110%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So he's somewhere in the story. He's not base roster or anything, but he is in the game. I mean, that could end up being V, you know? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I also remember, like, now on the subject of leaks, I remember when Cammy's Super got leaked.
Yeah, that's just a fake.
Her design. I'm sorry, but I really like Cammy's new design.
I love it
I'm gonna be
too.
the one to say it. Like, her old design, it was kind of.
I hate that her ass was just always out. I didn't get it.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. That was my biggest gripe with it too.
Like, I don't know, it just felt like it's just like, hey guys, you want to buy Street Fighter 5 now? We got all these booty
that was
shots.
also Street Fighter 5 in general.
Yeah.
Though. That's like Laura and stuff. Like,
yeah,
they
like
were
Laura,
really
even
pushing
Chun-Li
that
to an
kinda-
extent. Like, that game launched with also obnoxious jiggle physics. I remember people memeing that. I think it was just funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, but, like there was a bug where if you do player 2 with the same character, then the jiggle physics would be even more extreme.
Oh
It would be
no.
amplified? Oh
Yeah.
god.
So mirrors were crazy. Chun-Li mirrors.
Oh gosh. Yeah,
I
I
mean-
did like when I did Laura's story mode, I did not realize what her story costume was. Like, and also, can we say the art in Street Fighter 5 was still at least pretty good?
Yeah, I
if
like
not the
those story mode
models?
costume arts, or like those like character story artwork is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the character story artwork is so good. But when you go into gameplay and you see Laura's like story mode outfit, it's like, whoa! It's like, oh, it's like that, huh?
It's like I'm wearing nothing at all.
it's like
Nothing
a
at
mod.
all. Me personally, what I didn't like about Laura's design the most wasn't even the clothes. It was her chrome dome. I'm sorry.
Her forehead.
Her forehead. I was like, I
It's a
could,
pretty
I
big
just
forehead.
cannot.
I'm so
Oh,
mad what they
yeah.
did to Sean. You know what's hilarious? That apparently, like, I don't know when this was confirmed, but apparently some points of Street Fighter 5 take place after Street Fighter 3, so why isn't Sean in the game?
Oh!
I wish I knew what you guys were talking about.
yeah.
Street
but
Fighter
you-
3, like Sean Yellow
Third
Gi.
strike Shun, you know? Yellow Gi.
I've told you I'm a zoomer. I have no
Okay.
clue. I'm sorry.
Is he
You can
black
accept me
or
from this
Brazilian?
combo.
He's Brazilian, I believe. He might be part
Yeah,
black,
because
but
he's
Brazilian.
Laura's sister, isn't he? Or
Yeah.
Laura's brother.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, no,
Bro,
they did him dirty.
where's Sean?
He
They
needs.
did,
I'm
they did.
actually pissed he is not base roster in Street Fighter 6. This was literally his game.
Oh wait, also there was that
Should
leaker
have
that
been
said that.
Sean, not Jamie. Like it was so perfect. I remember people when they were theorizing about Ken being divorced, they also said, "Wait, no, Ken is wearing a black belt. That's obviously Sean's belt. That means Sean is dead."
Sean is dead,
I was so
dude.
sad.
People talking about like what's it something about like exploring something or whatever. Just something linked Ken to Sean's death, like within like recent win quotes that came out with like Ken and Kimberly.
Oh, okay.
It's just I don't want to.
There's no way. There's no way, but
Yeah,
Kuma
there
got
should
run
be
back
no way.
and finish his job. I swear.
That reminds me though of oh, there was this another thing. It was what was it? It was Street Fighter's Alex. Like there was a leak that Alex like retired even though he's called the sleeping beast that's yet to be awoken, right?
yeah. Guys,
Like,
Alex
he's still
isn't coming in
discovering
the
his
game,
potential.
guys. Oh.
And it's like, "Hey guys, I got to dip now. I got to see the kids."
Literally, he's done nothing. He's like 30. He's like 23.
Exactly.
He's
That's the
retiring.
weirdest thing.
I
This
mean-
man shouldn't be done yet and yet they've already benched him.
I think I do want to go back to the leaks we were talking about. I think people were so dumb for believing some of those video leaks. I'm gonna be that guy. I even tweeted it out, but I deleted the tweet because I was just like, no, maybe I'm in the wrong. You know what? Everyone's believing it. There's got to be something credible about it. I was right. And people were just like, dude, why does all like just it was like Ken on like some faked character select screen, and just like another one was of Cammy's super. And it was just that super was like just way too long to be real, just an
Yeah.
ass shot, you know. Like it was, like those were
Well,
just both
here's the
objectively
thing.
fake.
Here's the
and I don't
thing.
know.
Smash is over. That's
Mhm.
why there's so much of these like crazy
Yeah.
leaks. It's because they have nothing else better to do.
Yeah, I definitely could see that. Like if I was a
They-
leaker, why wouldn't I just leak like an hour's worth of footage? I mean, I can't get in any more trouble than a 5-second clip, you know.
Yeah.
is
That also
true.
reminds me of a slight side topic. The Spider-Man movie. Someone leaked it on Twitter.
Spider-Man Lotus.
Oh yeah, and no, it wasn't Spider-Man Lotus. It was the third one, No Way Home,
Mhm.
and they like leaked the trailer of it that was incomplete, and it was still like in the process of being rendered.
Yeah.
But it was recorded on a phone, and then it got taken down. And then there was another post about the same video, except it's on a different person's phone watching that video, and then it kept going. People were. It was so funny. Just
we are
watching
legion.
people. Yeah, it was basically like you had to zoom in so far, and then at that point it was just like a single pixel.
Just people in the background, just like in the back, just like it cascades. Every video is just further back. I want that for the next Smash game. We all know they're gonna make another one. They need money.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's gonna just be a reboot. It's gonna be like the original 16.
But they're not gonna do it to like. Yeah, they're not gonna do it to the extent Ultimate did.
I don't want another Ultimate. I'm gonna be real. I hate that game. There's too many characters.
But I don't
too many
blame you for that.
Too many characters I don't like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where's Crash?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about gameplay wise, because I hate how most of those fight most of them.
Oh no, the gameplay wise, it's just a lot of them feel the same and have basically the same moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the amount of characters in there whose neutral B is just a charge ball.
Yeah.
I've said time and time again that my favorite character in Smash is the sword fighter because I just play them
They're
all.
the Shotos of Smash Brothers. I'm like
exactly.
Like I've been saying this recently.
Fair,
like Marth, Roy, Lucina, and Chrom are the 4 Shotos. Chrom is Akuma.
Yep.
Chrom is Akuma. I thought Roy would be Akuma.
no.
Roy is Ken.
Yeah, Roy's Ken, dude.
Roy's Ken. Nah, Lucina. Wait, no.
Lucina's Sakura. No.
Lucina is
Sakura.
Oh no,
yeah, Sakura. Yeah.
Like lore-wise, it also makes sense a little bit.
Yeah. Actually, it does.
She tries to be Marth, and Sakura tries to be Ryu, not in like a literal sense, but she emulates him.
Yeah. I get you. But yeah, I only played like the sword fighters or the Shotos then. But I did end up like playing Pyra and Mithra because I'm a big Xenoblade fan.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Xenoblade fan. And I want a Xenoblade fighting game. I also want a Final Fantasy fighting game. Hopefully they'll do like a crossover, like where it's like Xenoblade versus Final Fantasy, because that would pop off.
Xenoblade versus Final, never.
I think Xenoblade is.
I know.
Oh, I don't.
Square Enix versus or something, bro. I'm sorry.
Square Enix versus would be kind of hype.
Square Enix versus would be hype, but I mean,
Square Enix versus Nintendo. There you go, and you have all the RPGs.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Well, no, it would be Monolith Soft versus Square Enix.
Well, honestly, I don't know if I want Monolith Soft because I want like my favorite JRPG be represented. I want the Mother series there. As bad as Mother 1 is, the rest of them are pretty good. I love Earthbound and
still
Mother
waiting
3.
for Mother 3 though.
I mean, just emulate it, just pirate. I mean, like,
you'll never get it.
We're not getting it. Like, honestly, our biggest chance is when they brought Mother 1 back and then called it like Earthbound 0 or Earthbound Beginnings. I can't remember. They have 2 different names at this point.
I think it was maybe it was Earthbound Beginnings.
I know on the Wii U it was Earthbound 0, so it's probably Earthbound Beginnings on the Switch because they can't come up with a name.
They're not creative, no.
But I mean, I would argue they're more creative. They came up with 2 names for the same game.
True.
But I mean, I don't know. They're all great games.
Yeah.
Well, except for the first one. They literally just didn't play test the end for the most part. Like the power creep is just crazy. Or at least that's what I've heard. I haven't played the first one yet in its entirety.
Oh, I see.
I want to though. I'm looking forward to doing that.
So, speaking of like dream fighting games, what is your guys' like dream fighting game? But I know what the person under you. So in my case, it would be Bryce.
Mm-hmm.
But the person beneath you gives you like a monkey paw sort of catch to it.
Oh man. Okay. Well, that would be you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you want me to start? Okay. So, for example, my dream fighting game, I didn't know it at the time that it existed, but a game where everyone has an install.
Okay, so and you want me to give you like a
con, yeah,
okay.
like a con to it, like okay, but
no other there's no other supers. It's just installs.
I was waiting for that, but make it like Tan and Rinky, no one can block.
No, that's too easy.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so you guys are getting the idea. Okay,
yeah.
So now Bryce, what about you?
I think honestly, I don't know what IP I would like to get turned into a game, so I guess concept-wise, I think this is gonna sound like really bad. A zoning only fighting game.
Oh my god, okay.
follow that
The
up.
zoning
Exactly.
like that's already terrible. I'm not
Yeah, I know.
the zoning only fighting game.
How?
I want to just
How
see
do
how
you-
that would work. It's like Sam Show, but long range. Do you feel me?
Alright, Khan, you cannot jump.
All
Jumping
right,
is
there you go.
impossible.
That would be
That's a
bad.
good one.
That would be so bad. Yeah.
That is a good one. It's basically a shoot 'em up at that point.
Yeah, at
Jump
that
is
point, it's just
impossible.
pick who has the highest priority fireball, and you win that game.
Jump is a command normal.
Jump is a
All right,
command.
Only some characters have it.
All right, Simon. What about you?
Alright, me personally, I already have an IP. I have a
Steven
pretty good
Universe.
idea of what I want. Yeah, a Steven Universe fighting game. It's like
Okay.
it's 3v3 tag. Yeah.
Okay, granted, but every input starts with a DP input, and then you have to do another input after that.
Oh my god.
So-
So you have to
Alright,
do
so-
DP, like you have to do double
Everything's a
DP to
super.
get a DP out. You
Okay,
have
so
to do a
basically what you're
fireball, you have to
saying-
do a DP, and then a fireball.
Alright, so basically what you're saying is you don't want any of the Steven Universe fans to play this game. Alright, it's hard enough for them to even crouch, bro.
Okay, I got another
I'm
one,
not
okay?
playing this.
I got another one, okay? How about this? Nobody plays it because there's the max player cap is 50.
Dude, could
Wait,
you
mean,
imagine a
like,
game with a
for
player
the
cap?
server? What the
The player cap is 50.
That's
yes.
like, you know, there's like that one.
There's
Do
There's
you
not
guys
enough
remember
to
the?
facilitate. There's not enough to facilitate a ranked. There's not enough to.
No, there's
facilitate
ranked. There's
playing
50
online.
ranks, and that's it.
You know, easy. You know what I have to do? I just have to make it so that each time zone gets about an hour to play.
We've done it.
So the
We've
game's
made
on
it.
maintenance for all day except for 1 hour, and that's the only time you can play. Everyone else is playing at different times.
No, I said the 50 player cap because I want to play DNF Duel so bad,
But
and
there's
it's just
50
the,
people playing it, or
there's
there's like
more
50
people
streamers.
that like watching DNF. There's more people that like watching DNF than actually playing DNF.
I think that's a
get
problem.
that. Yeah, I think it's a problem. Like, I understand the game looks gorgeous and it does look fun to watch,
Mhm.
but it's still fun to play, guys. You just gotta give it a chance, man.
Can I talk about my DNF tweet?
Oh boy, yeah, go ahead.
Can I talk about how right I am?
I
I think it's
listen,
kind of
I've
hype
learned
that DNF. Sorry.
I've learned the truth. I will always be wrong.
Oh my goodness.
I still think the game deserves a second chance. And I'm glad that Yipes and, Tampa Never Sleeps are really pushing it.
Okay, I'm gonna quote my tweet. I think it's kind of hype that DNF probably won't get more than 2 substantial patches. We've only gotten 1, and probably no DLC characters. Tired of rosters comprising of more than half the cast needing to be purchased and drastically changing over time. I could see what you see is what you get. I like that. Most of that tweet was just being satirical and just making fun of the game. Never gonna get an update. And I was right.
Yeah. I mean, there is still an argument to be made, like
they could
about
do something.
the characters that you see are what you get.
I do
though.
like that. I
that's
do
the
like
one
that.
part.
I think that
Yeah.
is an interesting concept. I don't know. I think that's cool.
It's an underrated concept for sure.
Because
Underrated in the fact that just no one does it anymore.
Yeah.
Reading.
Yeah.
This actually leads perfectly into what we were talking about DLC. Nerd, we were talking about on Twitter a while ago how if there's a character just on top and dominating the entire game that costs $5.99, does that count as pay to win?
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, it's special for fighting games because, like, in a fighting game compared to, like, if it's a gacha game, right? And you get this, like, card or whatever the hell it came, like, say it's card based. Oh, this card, like, instantly, like, it's the best card in the game. It's instantly win, but you can only get it if you pay money for it. Yes, that's pay to win. Because you're
Yeah.
literally
You
paying-
still do
it's
have
just-
to
it's that
put in
simple.
effort to
Yeah,
win
or
with a
you have
fighting
to
game
like
character.
it's a limited like deal where it's just like you have to pay now or you'll never get it, like that kind of thing. That's what I hated about old Pokemon games.
Yeah.
where like you had that pre-order bonus.
Yeah,
That
you
is
get a shiny
such-
Garatina for going to GameStop or whatever for Black
Yeah,
and White
well,
or
that-
something.
No, it was a mythical Pokemon, which
Oh.
by the way counts for the Pokedex.
Yeah, mythical
So you
Pokemon,
have
yeah.
to get one at some point.
Yeah, wait, did Victini in Black and White count
Yup.
too? Wow.
Oh, don't get me started. Oh, you've triggered me.
No,
You've
okay, no,
triggered
we got
my
it. We
old
can't. This is
5-year-old
not fighting
self.
games.
Where can I get Victini, Mom? It was I'm fuming now. I remember that. It was so awful cuz as a kid, you're not going to like you can only talk to your parents about it at that time,
Yeah,
right?
you don't have the internet.
If you see it and they're like, we'll see, and then like and it ends up, it's like you just get it on release, and it's just like you can't pre-order it.
Mhm. Yeah, like there's the new. Okay, actually, I can't get into Pokemon. This is not
Pokemon?
Pokemon. Let's talk Pokemon.
Yeah, this is not a
Pokemon.
Pokemon thing, but let's just leave it at that.
We'll
That,
do
like, that
Pokemon.
is such a shady
I'm
business
gonna be
deal.
honest. Pokemon is definitely a game.
That
Yeah.
does cost $60.
That costs it for some.
It costs
reason.
$60 3 months in advance.
True.
It's a Kickstarter basically.
Yeah, I mean, at least it,
Oh
you
my
know, at least
God.
Sword and Shield turned good after buying $40 worth of DLC. But you know.
So
So let's talk. I want to
yeah.
talk Pokemon though. I'm still haunted by that one empty character slot on the deluxe edition. Yeah, you'll know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
it's just there's like the random, and then there's just an open space that's like perfect for an extra one more character. They could definitely do another character.
They only did
What was the last?
DLC
Didn't the
for
last time they
Pokemon DX.
updated Pokken like 2 years ago?
Yeah, no, they're done with that
Yeah,
game.
they're done. Unfortunately,
I mean,
there won't be rollback for it unless
Tekken
there's like a
Pikachu is
Pokken
just too
2.
much, you know.
Tekken Pikachu. Does Pikachu have an electric in that game?
Yes.
Yep,
It's
Is it
not.
one
It's not
for
he's
nearly
one
as
of the most
hard.
annoying characters to fight
Oh.
because of it.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh,
free
well,
combos.
that's just fair. It's just fair. I love that.
The worst part is that there's two variants of him. One's like
Pikachu
Armor King,
Libre
and
is
then
my
the other
least favorite
is...
character to fight in, like, almost in fighting games. I hate fighting that
Pikachu
character.
Libre is Armor King.
Yep,
Yeah.
Okay, and normal Pikachu is just King,
Heihachi.
but with an electric.
yep,
Oh,
exactly. Yep.
Heihachi.
It's so infuriating.
I played Pikachu
Oh,
for a
boy.
lot of it though, and then I picked Mewtwo because like you could just blaze through all the early ranks by just spamming Hyper Beam, and it was really funny. I literally surpassed
you
2
remind
ranks.
me of don't get me started. Oh, I hate Chandelure for that reason, because you got a full screen beam for like that hits me from across the screen, and I'm just Scizor, man. I can't beat that.
Is it like Devil's Eye Beam?
It's
Is it
legit
better?
like
It's
it's a
so
full screen beam. It's like a Dragon Ball beam.
Yeah.
Like you can
Oh,
only
yeah.
clash with it.
I can actually see if I can pull up a picture, just like Mewtwo, Hyper Beam.
I'm talking about Chandelures
well,
though. Like
yeah, I don't know.
what
They're
you're saying,
comparable
though.
though. That's
at
what I
least
mean.
at least Mewtwo's had time to charge.
Yeah.
Hers is just instant. It's like that.
Well, doesn't
Like,
she have to
next
do
second you're
prerequisites
hit.
for it? Doesn't there like prereqs? But yeah, no, like it was like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big
Can you
beam.
not do anything?
You could block it.
Yeah, you could block it,
But
and
there
you
is
can,
guard,
you can dodge.
like,
There is a
yeah.
dodge. Like right
And
now,
it's
you can
only
dodge it
available
right now.
in the battle or the field phase. So
Yeah.
I think it's really cool that there's like oh, you get to play neutral now, and there's now you get to do combos.
Yes, exactly.
I think that's kind of neat.
Oh, dude, yes. So I played Scizor, and the one interesting thing about Scizor is that he plays that kind of like a modern Pokemon game where it's just like you can stat buff yourself, and then you can
Yeah,
just
he's
start
got Sword
wrecking
Stance, I
house.
think, right?
Yeah, Sword Stance, exactly. I don't know why they didn't give it to Lucario, but Scizor's still pretty
Lucario's
cool.
got enough.
I mean, but he's kind of just like a Shoto of the game.
Yeah,
he's
that's
kind
his
of like
point. He's
Kazuna
got- yeah.
in that way.
But, guys, he's like Tekken Akuma.
Oh, that's true. Well, except he's actually fair and balanced.
What's wrong? You don't like getting like dive kick shoryu'd like infinitely?
Doesn't he have like a? He has like a. It's like he has the command grab that Akuma has,
He
right?
has Demon
But
Flip grab,
it's-
right? Or are you talking about Lucario?
Lucario, yeah. Except
don't
it's like
know.
an attack. Like he just raises the ground,
Um.
like as a hard hit.
Oh, like
It's a
that's the
launcher?
palm strike thing.
No,
Oh, no.
that's something else. I'm talking about like his medium button.
I didn't play the character. I don't know.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
My friend
Well,
did.
I definitely tried him out. So yeah,
I did all the combo trials for every character, but it's been so long. So
Oh yeah, no.
those were so fun.
Same.
I started playing with Champ towards the end of that game. It is so fun. I would just fish for like rolling
yeah.
air grabs because
Machamp-
they're so funny.
Yeah, Machamp is definitely king. Like, but if you want a good command grab character, pick Pikachu Libre, because she stat buffs herself
Mhm.
and debuffs you.
She
While
gets like
grabbing
armor on
you.
like everything. It's
Yup, it's so annoying. Ugh.
I actually get frustrated thinking about that character.
Oh, you think? Well, how do you think it is for me? Like, my whole character's like mechanic is I either buff myself to get damage, or I can dodge projectiles, but I can't dodge projectiles that are right in front of my face. Or if like the character is the projectile.
I would love
It's
I
just,
would love a sequel though. I think they could
I
definitely
would
do a lot of
too.
cool new ideas.
I hope they bring rollback and a PC port.
Not with Pokemon.
I know, but let me cope. Let me cope.
I think is Mewtwo. I think
Oh.
Mewtwo. It might also be Shadow Mewtwo, but I'm pretty sure Mewtwo is the only character with like an actual DP, right? Like that's like frame 1 invincible. He's got like red armor, quote unquote.
I think that it is Mewtwo, or is it
I know
red?
Mewtwo
It is.
does have that, but I don't know if Shadow Mewtwo has it as well. But I don't know how.
No,
I'm playing.
Shadow Mewtwo is like
I know.
the glass cannon.
Yeah, he is
where
so
she-
different, but I know he has like a couple
Yeah.
similar moves. He's got
Yeah,
like normals.
Yeah, they have some similar normals, but it's like Avatar Belial or Berserker from DNF Duel, where they
Yeah.
spend health, and
Yeah, he uses
Mewtwo's is
health.
they spend meter
Mhm.
constantly.
Yeah,
to
like
do their
Mewtwo. If you
specials.
get to what's it like burst or whatever they call it, like synergy, whatever.
Yeah, burst, but it's basically install.
Yeah, if you just go into like install with like normal Mewtwo, you kind of just win the game.
Yeah,
Because like they explicitly balance it that he has the hardest one to manage, and also half
yeah,
of his
because it's
special
the
moves
biggest.
use
It's
it.
actually the
Yeah,
biggest.
it's the longest. It takes so long to charge. You will
That's
you
why
will
there's a lot of
rarely ever get
synergy
to full.
focused, like Pokemon assists and
Which one was
specifically.
I used Whimsical. I used the one that gives you the random buffs after each round.
Oh yeah,
I was that
yeah.
guy.
Oh, don't worry about being cheap. I play Rotom, who basically tells you no to jumping Scizor.
Yeah, you can't
and
do
that's
anything.
the only way to escape Scizor. I say no jumping, please.
I can't remember which things I used, which guys, little friends. I used Diglett and Cubone. That's what I used.
Oh yeah, that's a good general one.
Those just really helped in neutral.
Yeah.
And also easy combo. I mean, again, I was really bad at that game because I was just like a dumb
Also, I
kid.
think they're also pretty fast too.
They are
so...
very good. Yeah, they got the speed, they got the quickness.
Yeah, they got the speed from Mewtwo, especially.
Mm-hmm.
That way you could just save it to dump on hyper beams.
Yeah, that's literally the only I got to. What do you start at? You start at D rank, and then you go like D5, D4, D3. Yeah, like stuff like that. I got up to like C rank just by doing hyper beams.
I actually never played ranked because I didn't have online.
Oh.
And by the time I had online, it was pretty much dead anyway.
Yeah,
so
that was like Wii U time when the Switch was already out. Like when I was doing that stuff. Like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know how I was still finding people who didn't know how video games worked. I don't know. I had so much fun with. I do hope they make a sequel, but at the same time, I've just heard a lot of people talk a lot of bad about that game.
Pokken?
Yeah. I'm not sure why, because I'm not necessarily an outsider, but I'm not necessarily an insider. You know, I've got that bias, but I'm not like inside the community. Like I don't know the inner workings. I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
the
you're not like deep into the community.
Mm-hmm. So like I don't know what would make it bad, and I've got the biases to not really like understand or look for what would make it bad or what people would hate about it. Because like I like what I like.
The only problem Pokken had was that the fact that it's delay based and
I didn't even
some
feel
of
it.
the
It wasn't that bad.
some of the matches, like some of the top 8s and stuff, were kind of
Chandelier
boring
versus
to watch.
Chandelier. I do remember that one.
Chandelier and Breaksin in particular. There was a Breaksin player
Mm-hmm.
who was really good, but it made the game seem super boring because
Yeah.
they're just zoning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the zoners were good in that game.
Don't remind me about Chandelier. I still have PTSD about that. The AI would just raw full screen beam, and I would just get hit by it every time. There was just no way to move around it too, and it's also in the duel phase. So like, there's skip neutral, and it locks you out of jumping. It's just
Darkrai was also a character I was trying to learn on the deluxe version.
Darkrai is cool,
when I
but
got
yeah,
around
they're
to
very
that.
technical.
Yeah, Darkrai, I was just learning, like trying to just figure out how his stuff worked. He's like a very interesting trap zoner. Like
He's a trap install character. Actually.
Yeah, no, because he's got that alternate mode.
Yeah, so he has an install, and then the install, like universal install,
Mhm.
everyone has.
And the universal one, it kind of just does from a champ where it just like gives him his special effects, right?
No, actually, it changes. You go into like a time stop kinda,
Mhm.
and then your moves change. So it's
Well, no, I was
physical
talking about the
install.
universal one. Like it's the same from a champ where it
Oh,
just gives him his gimmick.
Yeah. It just gives you access to your super and
Well, yeah, but
buffs
like
your damage.
like Machamp always has like those like the rainbow like fist attacks when he does his specials. Like he has the EX versions always when he's in synergy.
Yeah.
I was just curious if that's what it was like because again it's been so long, but that character's also really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just wanted to come back. Also, I'll be honest. I was kind of expecting them to put Urshifu into Pokken, like after Isle of Armor succeeded and made a lot of money.
Oh yeah, that could have been cool, but
Like,
I think that was way past its time.
Yeah, it was way past its due date, but like I don't know, I was holding out hope.
That could definitely be in Pokken too, though.
Yeah, I think it would be really cool to have
There are
a
people
Steve's
asking
character.
for Urshifu to be put in Smash too.
Oh yeah, I don't want another Pokemon though. You know what I mean? I'm glad we didn't
would you
get
rather
Pokemon
that
Blossom.
or a Fire Emblem character?
Depends on
How
if the
about neither? And
Yeah.
they just put Crash in. That'd be cool.
True.
Use the Wampa launcher, bro.
No.
But there'll still be the Geno fans like, no, Geno's coming.
Did you guys see that video of that one person reacting to the like the Sephiroth Sakurai Directs where they showed off
Sephiroth's reveal, man?
I think it was the only other character I screamed for besides Steve.
Like, okay, I didn't scream for
Well, I didn't
Steve,
scream, but
surprisingly. I didn't scream for Steve.
I did scream.
But when I saw Sephiroth, I freaked out because, like me and a bunch of, like, I'm pretty sure everyone on the planet. Yeah, when the music came on, like, I had no clue
I
what
was
the
the
music
first
was.
of my friends to react to that just from the music.
Yeah, I know. I know. I actually haven't gotten to that point in Final Fantasy, so I never got to the music where it's just like you hear that and you know. Like, I was definitely like the last person to understand what that meant, but like everyone was freaking out.
Yeah.
Like nobody anticipated Sephiroth, the big bad, coming to Smash.
I think.
Be honest.
Oh yeah.
When I first saw the trailer and I saw the fucking thing split in half, I just sat there for a minute. I was like, hey, who?
I know. That was me too.
I was so confused. I was like, it's just random. And then I saw his face, and it took me like a quick 5 seconds. I was like, oh wait, that's that guy. Final Fantasy with the wings and the big sword.
Yeah, no, that was almost like my reaction too. Like when I saw them split, I didn't hear the music, and I was just like, "What is going on? Who's that big bad who could just cleave someone in two like that?" And then I heard, then I saw his face, and then I understood. Like the neurons activated, and then I freaked out.
Genuinely. Okay, actually, what is your guys' top 3 Smash reveals, like, on your own reactions, or, like, who were you the most hyped
Top
for?
one, Pyramithra. Sorry, but I'm a Xenoblade
just
fan.
go down the list, go through all 3, you know, and of course
Okay,
Pyramithra counts 1.
Yeah, so thank you. I'm glad you didn't separate them. Could you? Oh man. Okay.
I may be biased.
Second
but...
definitely is Sephiroth, and then probably okay. This is an underrated one, but the King K. Rool reveal.
Oh yeah, King K. Rool was really
I don't
good.
even know where he's from, like fully.
Just
like,
Donkey
I know
Kong
he's from...
Country. Just
yeah,
like
I know that much. I know that much, but the review was so good.
Yeah,
and I still
villains.
can't get the image out of my out of my eyes of them just like breaking through the glass with their eyeballs. It was just such a Looney Tune. The whole like psych reveal was so good. It was very meta.
My top 1 was Steve. Easy.
I could guess.
Yeah, Steve.
Yeah, I like me and one of my friends were watching
Steve
that review.
Minecraft!
We like saw him get blown in, and then we saw how Mario flew in, and there was like blocks in the foreground, and we were like, no way. No way.
Yeah.
No way. And then we just saw the spider eyes just glow, and we just fucking screamed. Like that, like actually the most hype reaction I've had, I think, anything.
Yeah,
I remember when Steve was announced, Twitter broke.
Yeah, Twitter did break. It broke. Like it was
Physically
down.
broke.
Twitter literally breaks every single time.
I mean, it didn't with Violet, let me tell you that much.
Oh.
That was
Oh, we had to go there.
a reasonable exception.
It took me 2 years,
pretty
and
much.
it took me 2 years to finally watch that trailer because I just never cared enough to end up doing it. I literally only did it because I wanted to just review them all.
I actually liked Byleth's reveal, and I
heard
did
it was
like
bad.
Byleth as a character.
I
Yeah, I completely understand. But you also have to, if looking back at the DLC roster of Smash, it definitely set itself up to be like a third-party only kind of thing.
yeah.
Like 4 of them were like, oh, except for 1, right? It was Piranha Plant.
Piranha
But,
Plant
like,
was
the rest of
standalone
them
as
were
well, though.
pretty much
Wasn't even used
all
on the
third
graphic.
party.
Mm-hmm.
Like Terry.
Yeah,
like,
I want to go to my second favorite one now. Is
Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo. Yeah, like they had Banjo Kazooie, and like literally probably the most requested character in the West, if I had to guess. I know he was not really highly requested in
Besides Gino.
yeah, Japan. Well, I mean, I think he was even higher requested than Gino and K. Rool.
Okay.
I know,
yeah, I can see that.
like I think I don't know. Banjo actually mattered to people's childhood. I'm gonna say it. I think everyone who liked Gino hasn't even been alive longer than the game. I'm that guy. I'm gonna say it.
No, it's okay.
I think
I
think
definitely feel that.
Yeah.
Right, just casually dissing the entire Gino fan. You know what I'm saying?
All 3 of them.
All 3 of them.
And then of course, and then my third favorite was Sephiroth, because I heard the music and just Sephiroth, and then just like everyone else is just we're like, oh my god, is it? And then because it took them to like actually see the character, but the moment One Winged Angel started playing
was so clean.
Yeah, it was the first time Cloud showed up in a
good.
trailer, and it'll be the last time Cloud showed up in a trailer. Actually, I'm not
that's
sure.
true
He
too,
technically
yeah.
did in the Sora one, I bet, because the Ever character was technically there.
Yeah, that was the only one that Cloud ever was in, because they didn't reveal him in a trailer. They just showed him in game.
Mm-hmm.
But to talk about Banjo for a second, Banjo I think it was the U.S. most requested.
Mm-hmm.
Then Terry was the biggest like South American.
Yeah,
request.
I think also China
and then
as well, because
finally,
China really
Dragon
likes
Quest, like the hero, was Japan's most requested.
Yeah, they definitely went all out for regional favorites, and then another Fire Emblem advertisement, the same as Corrin.
Yeah, I think they were trying to set us up to be like, okay, calm your expectations on the last one, guys, and then we didn't listen. And
did they really? I just didn't watch that one.
That's such a terrible way to go about. You don't start off.
I think that's why they did a second season. To be fair,
yeah, you know what? I was pissed for a different reason though.
The second season was coming.
I was pissed for an entirely different reason, and I think you can agree with me, Nerd, because you're a Xenoblade fan. But you explicitly remember when Sakurai said before the game came out that ARMS and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 were too close to the game's release window to be put into the base roster, and then they put Byleth in the game as DLC.
No, I was not. I was not actually that upset because I didn't know about Xenoblade at that time.
They really said, "Sorry, we can't add these guys unless we really want to."
And then, and then Byleth comes out literally like I don't know several months after the game, even though ARMS was like a year old at that point. So I don't know.
Yeah,
it made me mad, and now I have Min Min, and I'm more mad.
See that. Yeah, if I knew what Xenoblade 2 was like about, and like the fact that it came out before Smash, like if I knew the story, I would have been upset too. But I'm glad we kind of got it at the end, though.
You at least got like a cool character for yours. I got my least favorite ARMS character added.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Every person who doesn't play ARMS was happy about Min Min if they liked Min Min. If you played ARMS, you hated Min Min.
When I played ARMS. Oh, that was so long ago. My cartridge got broke, so I actually couldn't physically play it anymore.
Oh.
But I remember just playing it on the controller, and I'm just like,
I love that.
It feels kind of bland to me.
I can see that though. I mean, if you look at my YouTube profile picture, it is a character from ARMS.
Yeah, I know. You like I don't remember his name,
Max
but yeah,
Brass.
when he was the first DLC.
He was actually already in the game as like the final boss, and then every character
final boss in quotes, and then there was this secret other final boss version.
Yeah, it's just like a thing possesses him, and then like way down when they finished the game, they added another boss character.
Yeah.
For harder difficulties. But I mean, I don't know. I think it's cool that all the DLC was free.
Yeah, that was before Melty Blood was a thing. So it was the first Melty Blood.
Not call my game like that.
Okay. ARMS was the first Melty Blood.
I mean,
also, it's the first Nintendo game with rollback.
Oh, that is true. I always forget that ARMS.
It's bad.
I forgot that's a thing.
It's not. The rollback's not great.
Every time, I keep forgetting that had rollback before everything else. Even Pokken, and I'm upset about that.
It's still the only Nintendo game with rollback.
True. Well, I mean, not counting Power Rangers because that's on the Switch.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about like first party.
Nintendo game.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a AAA, yeah.
Wait, doesn't Mario Kart have rollback, or am I?
You count that? Like that's just like online. That's just
latency. Is that a fighting game though?
I mean, yeah. Most what's it called? Most shooting games have rollback. You know. Actually, all
Yeah.
shooting games have rollback.
Is it still
Yeah.
called rollback though? In that case, I'm not sure. I'm not
Yeah, I
well
mean,
versed.
Isn't it just like
it's still
server
called
It's a
based?
form of
rollback.
it. Okay.
Isn't it just like server-based connection or something like that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because rollback is such a standard for literally every single other genre. Like they don't need to specify rollback, you know?
That's true.
Like
It's only us, the
yeah.
needy FGC.
Like, and I mean also like Nintendo has, I don't know, they made the golf game delay based. Like why?
Oh, what? Oh, that's right. Mario Tennis has rollback.
Does it?
That has rollback actually.
Is that actually? I want to look that up.
That's a
crazy.
fighting game.
It is actually
That's
a fighting
actually
game.
a
Like I'm not even
fighting
arguing that.
Nah. Let's not stretch. We're stretching.
No, Simon. It's a full-on fighting game.
You're not you're hitting a ball. That's like
And then
Okay,
you
that's
break
not right.
someone's
fighting
racket and you
game.
say GG, shake my hand.
There's a KO screen. That's all I'm trying to say.
Literally.
And a health bar.
Yeah.
And meter.
Oh my god. So Wii Sports is a fighting
it's
game?
got-
Nope, it doesn't have a KO screen, doesn't have meter, doesn't have a health bar.
Yeah, exactly. There's actual like racket health and there's actually super meter. It's a fighting game.
Oh my god.
There's supers. There's character specific special moves. There's Bowser Jr.
I don't know.
There's a fire piranha plant.
But are you fighting your opponent? Like is the
I mean,
end
I
goal
could
to
kill
beat
him
your opponent
with the
up?
tennis
Yes.
ball.
Yes. So what you would do is that you would it's either you score a point by getting it away from them like normal tennis, or you break their rackets because they have to block it.
Mhm.
And if they block it wrong, it breaks their racket.
There's
by,
also like
one
smaller
point.
jump shots that just do
Yeah, but do
damage.
they get knocked out though?
Yes.
Yes.
If they get
If they lose two
their
rackets,
racket
they're
breaks, yes. It's just over.
Yeah.
I
no.
don't know. It still seems like kind of a reach. I'm not.
I mean, like, yeah, we're obviously kind of joking.
I mean, but then like Lethal, you basically do the same in Lethal League.
I would be okay
you're
with claiming
actually
Lethal
supposed to
League as a
knock
fighting game. I would be
Yeah,
okay.
it's like Lethal League.
Yeah, but
Lethal
even
League
Lethal
rules.
League players don't call Lethal League a fighting
Yeah, I mean,
game.
Mario Tennis players don't call Mario Tennis a fighting game. We're just joking.
Not
but, like, you get
100%, yeah.
Not 100%. Maybe a little bit. Nah.
There's actual tournaments for it. That's my
Lethal
point.
League or Mario Tennis? Because I know
Mario
there are
Tennis.
Lethal League.
Both. There's
Yeah.
tournaments for both.
Oh,
of
really?
those.
I honestly am surprised that there's Mario Tennis.
Like, how about this, right?
I could send
I
you
mean,
the link to the
Puyo
video that I
Tetris.
know this from.
Puyo
It's
Puyo.
tournaments, right?
Okay, tell me. What's it got? What's it all about? Mm-hmm.
Puyo Tetris tournaments.
Oh, I thought you were talking about it being a fighting game.
I said I have a video that I watched that basically said Mario Tennis is a fighting game.
I
and
see.
can
That's
send it to
I
you.
merged everything. My bad. Okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
I think I've probably seen. I don't know. I followed that game a lot when Mario Tennis came out.
I actually have never played it, surprisingly.
It's
I've only
alright.
seen
I
it.
enjoyed it. Unfortunately, my Switch got banned, so I can't
Oh,
play it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
now I'm on my
I
new
just
Switch.
Switch get banned.
I brought this up, I think, on like a different episode, but I imported a
Some
save into
questionable
Splatoon
things
2.
have happened
Oh.
by Nintendo standards.
You weren't a good boy or girl.
Yeah, I mean, I literally just uploaded a modded Smash video on my channel a little bit ago, so
Oh yeah, I saw that literally today.
you should watch it. It's pretty alright.
I
I
was
mean,
like, huh,
my capture card is actually not great though, which makes me sad because it's got like my highest standard of editing within like a smaller video, but the video itself looks like ass. Makes me sad. But I think we should talk about mods. Actually, I think that's a pretty good place to go.
Yeah, that's a good segue. Yeah, good job.
Thanks. I do.
So-
I am on the show.
So I have something to say about mods. DNF is being carried by some very spicy mods. Let's
Oh,
say
yeah.
that. That's
Spicy
literally
mods.
this past week.
Anime game.
Yeah, it's an anime game.
Anime game.
Which I'm surprised it took until now, because honestly,
You
there
saw
was
Guilty
not a
Gear
lot.
Strive.
Well, Strive is, I guess the biggest running force, and it's still alive. So.
Yeah, but like Strive's has some tug at collar mods.
Hey,
Yeah.
you seen the Strive mod where they give Bridget? No, I'm
Basketball?
not gonna.
Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, that's gonna-
Yeah, I
Let's
love
not
the one
go
where they
that
give
far.
Bridget a basketball. That's my favorite one.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
balling.
that's
yeah.
that's actually a good one. I like.
I
that
think
one.
they actually just modded Bridget to be Cell and be ballin'.
That's hilarious.
I'm not kidding. It's literally just. I actually just checked it today, and that's actually a thing.
I should check Game Banana more, but
Modders
honestly,
said Warner Brothers won't let us have LeBron sell. Well, we're gonna make Brisket sell.
Multiverses is only going down, and I'm so happy about it because I'm glad.
I didn't believe in the hype either, so you and I can
I'm glad.
gladly watch it burn.
Because I'm a hater. All right, 110%. I'm a hater. It flows through me, through my veins.
Oh, no,
it's in
same.
my blood.
No alarm clock needed. My hatred.
I wake up from the hate, bro. I have an alarm clock. Don't even need it. I wake up 30 minutes prior so I can get a hating early. Ugh. But like,
yeah, we just wake up furious at multiverses.
like,
Why are you mad at multiverses?
Well,
what do multiverses do?
So multiverses
Existing.
I thought, like, I tried playing it. I was kind of believing in the hype a little bit before it came out, but I hated every single person who was like, dude, look at what free to play does. Dude, free to play is so crazy. Every single person.
No, that is not free to play though.
Like multiverses, yeah,
play,
multiverses
though.
is free to play. Like,
well, no, I'm not saying that's not why.
Yeah,
it did well.
Yeah, no,
like,
and the reason it did well, we all know, is because it's Warner Brothers properties in a Smash-like game. Smash-like very loosely.
I believe that, but like you cannot say that it being free to play.
If it was like $20, it would probably pull a pretty significant part of that.
Isn't it already still pay to play?
Not really, no. I mean,
no,
I could get
if
characters.
You wanted to get it early, you had to pay to get it.
You could buy the Founders Pass, or you could watch like 3 hours on a Twitch stream.
Oh, okay.
And then you'd get it. So yeah, kind of, I guess. But
yeah, so they prioritized paid sales is what my point before it became free.
Yeah, but and then like of course, yeah, it drew in big numbers for like 2 weeks. Like, the people playing it now are people who would have been playing it if it was paid. So I don't see, like, this isn't huge free-to-play. Like, free-to-play doesn't mean anything in fighting games. I'm gonna say it. Like, I think it gives your game a week, and it gives your game talking power. But if your game comes out like Street Fighter V and it was free, then that game's never gonna live. You know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, if DNF Duel was free, it would not be dead right now. Like, I'm sorry, but that's
you're not wrong. The issue
like,
with DNF is that there was a bunch of like stuff that cascaded into this biggest issue of all.
How old? Like a couple months.
I don't know. I can see it.
4 or 5 months.
It's still kind of kicking. Like Yipes and like I said, TNS are still holding it down. Like kudos to them. Like they're pulling like 1K viewers and stuff. But the issue with DNF is that like for 1 week and 1 week only before the game was announced, there was a bunch of ads. Like everywhere on YouTube and like on Twitch. I couldn't like watch a video before like Dragon Knight would pop in, say DNF Duel, and pop out. Like I was like, oh yeah, I know I'm gonna get the game, but it was like I said, nonstop for a week, and then when the game announced, silence.
Gone. Yeah.
Gone. Yeah, exactly. The ad revenue just disappeared.
You know what they call games like that? Fast food FGC. Those are fast food fightings. They come here, they take your money, you play them for a week, and then you leave. That's how it works.
Just like free-to-play games.
Yeah, but it's even worse because at least with free-to-play games, you have the experience, and that's all you left.
True.
Now you spend the money, and then you leave.
The biggest issue,
the experience with free-to-play games is usually
they said
worse.
A major patch, and I say major patch in quotations here, and they did like changed 4 characters and then said we're done.
Yeah.
By the way, we're gonna give more bug fixes later on.
But also,
Sure,
if DNF was free to play, you would only have 1 character to start with, and then people would be dropping the game even faster.
True.
Like you need monetization.
Yeah. Remember when they said Crusader was top 1, by the way?
Yeah. I mean, infinite.
Oh, dude, this man's broken. He got infinite.
Even though every character's got one, you know what I mean?
No, not everyone has.
Well, not everyone. You know what I mean? Like every character's got some like schmuck outside of like launcher. Even then, you got like 3 nukes on the way
Crusader
up.
is definitely top 3 though. Like,
is he?
To be honest.
Like, in all honesty,
in my opinion,
Crusader's a top 10, but he's not like.
There's like 18.
He's
15
not crazy.
Right, so.
There's I think 15 to 16 characters. Yeah. Okay. Fun fact. At the time of recording this, it's CEO Taku time, so day 2 is going on.
Maybe we just put a shoe in our mouth right now, you know?
Go watch the CEO. Anyways, at CEO Taku for pools. Fun fact: every character in DNF got played at least once on pools on stream.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Including Launcher, Vanguard, Inquisitor, and and I'm trying to remember the last one. I guess Crusader, right? Oh,
Mhm.
Lost Warrior.
What
That was
about what's her name?
Dragon
Whatever the
Knight?
hell her
Dragon
name
Knight.
is.
Oh, fun fact.
Not Dragon Knight, the Enchantress.
Oh, yeah.
Enchantress 2 actually, or
Oh,
2 or
that's
3
actually
actually.
Yeah, she's a difficult character, or difficult
Yeah,
in the standards of
she's
anime game.
definitely a sleeper character.
yeah, you
Like
definitely have to
people,
use more than 3 brain cells to play her, unfortunately.
it was like early like Strive Jacko. Like that's
Yeah.
what she's kind of at right now, where it's like people are learning her and learning what like devious stuff she can do.
Mhm.
But there was like 7 Dragon Knights in pools.
Dang. Well, I mean,
So
easy characters, so makes sense.
I've, oh, I don't know how to come back to that. I wasn't ready for that.
Oh no, if you're just
You know,
talking about pools,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a down player, so when I said Dragon Knight ain't top 5, and then all of a sudden 7 Dragon Knights are in pools, and some of them are winning, it's like guys, we kind of
Guys,
calm
we're
down
gonna
here.
lose. We're gonna be putting losers real quick.
We're gonna get nerfed.
No, you weren't.
I don't know, but yeah.
Swiftmaster ain't even
It's
getting
still
nerfed.
pools.
Yeah,
Swiftmaster.
that was
Yeah, I mean DBFC
yeah.
pools. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, like you'll see Ginyu in DBF in Dragon Ball Fighters pools. Like let's be honest, like you'll see a lot of that's what pools are for.
I do think it means a little
Yeah.
more with
Yeah.
DNF though, with how few players are playing it comparatively.
Yeah.
I
I would love to play DNF. Let me put that out there.
I mean,
My
I've got
cutoff point
Parsec
is
again,
just top
so
24.
I can officially use Parsec again, so that's nice.
Oh, nice.
So, I mean, I don't know. If things have to happen, apparently, I mean, you guys were wanting to organize like a Parsec DBFZ tournament, right?
Yeah, that was Glock, and that was a
Oh, yeah.
while back. It was
Okay.
supposed to be like a ratio tourney,
And then it just didn't
and
happen.
A
Yeah.
fighters ratio tourney. I
Yeah.
don't think
So,
it's
okay.
that bad. I don't think it's that
No.
bad.
no, not
Yeah,
ratio
people
in
don't-
that
yeah.
Twitter sense. It's
Oh
ratio
no,
like
I know what you mean. Like with Marvel 2 ratio tourneys like that, where like the top tiers cost 5 points.
And you need to pick
Blah
a
blah
role.
blah costs how many ever points. Yeah. You have
yeah.
to pick a role. Yeah.
I think it is a
Not gonna
no-brainer,
lie,
though.
if I was gonna enter that, and I was gonna enter as Ginyu because I saw Ginyu at 2, and I'm like, that's a steal.
Yeah, for sure.
Literally.
Yeah. I think
I wouldn't play Ginyu, but like, how much would be like how much would like Videl be?
I mean,
Dell, I think was
is
like
it still in
around
the
2 to
thing?
1.
Yeah, that's free. That's free.
Yeah, that's like such
Yeah.
an easy one.
Yeah. So, like for the record, the one that Glock was doing, the top
5.
5.
Yeah, I can. Oh, you got it up
The
too.
top 5 of DBFZ were 5 points. So Lab Coat.
Oh, it's just
Vegito,
top 4
Gogeta.
in this picture. So it's blue Vegito. I guess it's just
Oh, okay.
Vegito. And then both Gogetas, Lab Coat, and then 4 points. 18 Beerus, Majin 21, Adult Gohan. Adult Gohan 4 points seems like a lot.
That I agree on, but like I was definitely gonna
And
run
16?
Gohan if he was any lower. If he was any lower,
Wait,
like
when did this list
legit,
come out?
that was just gonna be like that's kind of a crime because I'm a now Gohan main as well, but I
Yeah.
can play Broly on the side.
Why is 16 up there? I just think it's also just a bad list, honestly. 3-point
True.
Videl?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
no, I thought she was 2 or 1. So yeah,
Yeah.
3-point Videl. Yeah, that's a
1
lot for
point
Videl.
Super Saiyan Goku? What? That's just not even close to true. That
Yeah,
character's
that
like
is
Beast
kinda-
now. That
That is
character's
kind of dumb.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Super Saiyan Goku is mad.
I was
Beast
literally
right
gonna
now.
run. I was literally gonna run. Not Gogeta. Excuse me. Goku, Ginyu, and S Baby, Super Baby. I was literally gonna body change people.
I mean, honestly, you would still have 2 points left over, right? No, you'd have 1 point left over.
Yeah.
I have to see the list for myself.
I can
to
send
make
it. Try not to dog too hard.
Yeah. Let's
Be
not
a
fall
little
too hard on it.
respectful. But yeah,
I'm pretty sure Glock just picked it like at random.
I mean, honestly, I don't blame him because like some characters you just like drag up there not thinking. Like I can completely get
Yeah.
that. I've definitely done that before. I think a ratio tournament is cool, but you don't even see that for Marvel 3. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
No, you
like,
do. There are
Yeah,
ratio
oh, really?
Marvel 3 tournaments. They're not hosted like the
Yo,
normal.
Cooler and SSJ Vegeta is on this list at 1.
Normal Tampa never
Excuse
sleeps
me.
type tournaments, but you do see them a lot.
Yeah.
Yo, Cooler
mainly
is
Marvel
too
2.
good to be at 1.
But
What?
the thing about Marvel 2 ratio turns is that like
the character
top
they even
players
need to.
they change it every year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But like one year Magneto might be at the top with 5, but then next year Who is at the
He's
top?
like the bottom of
Sentinel?
20.
Marvel 2 is literally the melee of fighting games, and I think that's so cool. Like, I think every person that, like, loves playing Marvel 2... Of course, Marvel 2 isn't, like, competitively active as melee, believe it or not, you know? It's still... I feel like everyone who plays that game, to this date, loves the fuck out of that game, and the top tiers. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But, like, I love that
Marvel,
sense
baby.
of... I love that sense of, like, I don't know, enjoyment of their game. Like, they're still playing it for a goddamn reason.
Yeah.
Like, I love that with Melee a lot, because it's just like people who don't even play Fox think Fox is like one of the coolest designed characters in platform fighters. Like, just because I don't know.
Why is Beerus in 4? I'm sorry, I just realized why is
Beerus do be
Beerus in
cooking
4?
though. I don't know if Beerus should be 4, but Beerus do be cooking. And
He do be cooking, but like nobody's maining like Beerus. Like if in a ratio tourney, who's gonna pick Beerus like that high?
at
like,
that high, I
that's-
can see that. Yeah, I think that is also another thing, just incentive and opportunity cost.
Yeah, exactly.
I think also archetypes.
That's the reason why, like, literally, no joke. Like if you pick 4 or 5, you literally have to pick the bottom one.
Mhm.
You have to pick 2 of the ones just to even
Yeah, that's
cover the
how
cost
it
of
is
that
with
one character.
Marvel 2. Like, if you pick Magneto, you have to pick Roll and then a 1 cost.
Well, no, but you see, my point is that would you pick Beerus then over any of the other 4s
Mhm.
to pair with the 1s?
Well, you do get A2, I believe, and then a 1. But yeah.
No, this is max 7 points.
Yeah, so
let me
4
see
plus
this.
2 plus 1.
You have only 2 characters.
So, like, yeah, you can
Whoa,
get
whoa,
one.
yeah, I don't know about this. Jiren 2.
Jiren
Videl
2
higher
is
than
also
Jiren?
kind of a steal, I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, I would...
I've come around to
main
Jiren.
team for 7 points. How many points do you need? 7? Oh, that's fine. I can play my main team for 7 points.
Honestly,
Easy.
could I play one of my
Actually,
main
I
teams
could
for
just make a
7?
body swap team of Jiren. I could basically do the Tatsunoko game play and just play Ginyu,
Who's my
Jiren,
other
and
character?
Super Baby.
Yeah, Cooler is a steal too. Cooler 1 point? Are you serious?
Yeah.
That is so
Like, why?
funny.
I think,
I don't know about
honestly,
that, bro.
I think... I do like the idea of having characters explicitly put in certain tiers to be steals, you know what I mean? I think that is
True.
a fun idea, but honestly, it just kind of invalidates the other characters in that tier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like, why would I pick Trunks or Vegeta or Super Saiyan Goku?
Well, if you're doing the Ginyu play, Super Saiyan Vegeta is pretty good, but yeah, I agree though. Like, some of these characters should definitely be swapped around.
I think
Like-
Frieza should be a 1. I don't know. Did Frieza get cool
Yeah,
stuff recently?
Frieza should definitely be a 1, excuse me. Like, Yamcha should be a 1, I
Actually,
think.
no, Yamcha's like pretty good right now, right?
No.
Well, I mean, now,
He's got
yeah,
damage,
but, like,
and that's like the one thing he was kind of missing, because he's got mix. He has mix.
Yeah.
his mix is definitely
you still don't see a lot of Yamcha,
something.
though. Like,
Yeah,
Lab
because
Coat's
he's
assist
garbage.
is literally just... Lab Coat's assist is literally just Yamcha's assist, except
It's
now
better.
projectile. Yeah, it's projectile invul.
I actually don't even know if
I don't
my
care
mic
about
picked
no
up me whispering
projectiles.
that, but it's better.
I
Yeah.
ain't scared of no ghosts.
Like, why? I mean, no, I get why. Money. Like, I get why.
Money.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we having the same
Remember when
conversation
Videl
with
came
2
out and
different
she was the
people.
worst character in the game? Yeah, people were really upset about that. They spent
But
their money
hey.
for a worst character in the game.
I mean, I think most of the people buying that character didn't care about how good she was, because waifu.
True.
You talking about Videl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure people who like Videl and like the game didn't like that, but most people
Yeah.
liked Videl and not the game, so, you know.
Yeah.
And also, Justice Combination made it really easy for, like, very beginner players to feel like they're doing something. Just like 6M, or 6H, rather.
I like what they tried to do with Jiren and Videl, but in
Two
all
defense characters.
honesty, yeah, like, but they kind of messed up how they
Jiren
went
was so
about it.
bad on release.
Dude. I
He had the
know.
worst counter. He went from having the worst counter in the game to them buffing him, and he has the best counter in the game.
And then tuning it
And
down
then they
a little
patched
bit.
out his best
Well,
counter to
well,
still have the best counter in the game.
I'm okay with it not countering grabs. I think that was the most stupid thing
No,
in the
no,
whole
I
wide
think it
world.
should have.
Absolutely
I think it
same.
should've. They should not have changed.
You're
it.
talking
They
to
should
me.
have kept it.
You're talking to me, a grappler main.
You are?
Who is like, bro, why does my grab get countered by a little,
I mean,
a
you
little
play...
palm outstretched?
You
We're
tried
giving each other
something.
high fives, and all of a sudden I'm
Try
on the floor.
something.
You tried something
That's
and you
something.
died for it.
I tried something. You're
on
right.
you.
I tried to play the video game.
You shouldn't have done that. You should have picked something. Go back to Xenoverse.
Remember when UI Goku, like after Attack Dragon Rush, could do his unique option?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
so
can he still do?
dumb.
Can he not do?
No.
Yes, he could do it off of any type of tech. He can do it off of soft knockdown. He can do
Oh
it.
no.
Off of
I'm
tech
talking about
Dragon
Dragon
Rushes.
Rush teching specifically.
He can
Yeah.
still do it off of that.
Wait, can he still?
No.
Yes.
No, they patched that out.
Okay.
Oh, he can actually. Oh,
No,
can
he
still do
can't.
it off a hard
He used
knockdown.
to.
Yeah.
But you can only do it on knockdowns. But yes, that is still the most busted thing about UI Goku is that his wake up option is actually like a secondary like reversal.
Well, he
in the
did
way
lose
that-
his DP. He did lose his original normal DP. And now
Yeah.
it's now it's just a
he
frame one
has- Now he
anti-air.
has 33 more. Now he doesn't have the 34.
Well-
Great.
No, the assist got nerfed, Bryce. You're
Wait, what? Did he? Is
No,
it
no,
not?
it's still only. It's
it's
only
still a
air.
DP.
Still an anti-air.
Wait,
it's
no,
not-
wait.
it's not
Yeah, no,
assist
they
is only an
no,
anti-air.
the normal move also got nerfed. I'm gonna be
Well,
so
Tutu
mad
has-
if you're
I'm
right.
pretty sure
Actually,
it's still a DP.
hold on, I'm going to Dust Loop because if you're right, I'm gonna be so mad about Roshi. I'm like actually gonna be so mad because they did
Yep.
nerf the normal
Yep.
move with Roshi along with the
Yep.
assist, and I'm gonna be so mad.
I'm
I'm
pretty
looking it up
sure
right now. I'm
Counting my vote, it is definitely it's still a DP.
okay.
But
So
to continue about the unique option, you could do like soft knockdown, like up tech, down tech, standing tech, and then you could do the DP option and it would still come out.
mhm.
Like it was a secondary tech, like to watch what your opponent did. So if they pressed a button, boom, you just got punched, and you couldn't stop it.
Yeah,
I think that's still
head
incredibly
head
broken.
invulnerability. That's it. Yeah. So it's only an
Okay.
anti-air now. Thank God.
Okay.
So it is only an anti. Unfortunately.
I was about to be so mad about Roshi. How they nerfed
Okay.
him like 3 different times, and like one of those was a bug fix patch.
And one of those didn't even make sense.
Yeah, it's not an armor move anymore. It's not a guard point move anymore. It's just a bad
they
DP.
nerfed Roshi before they did anything to UI.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
'cause
the weirdest thing
he
too.
was the only character that got a real change in a bug fix patch, and I don't get that. Like that was crazy. Like he was the only character to actually get like
I know
adjustments.
the assist was so mega toxic in my opinion.
It was pretty good. Yeah,
But,
it
People
was
were
definitely
picking
really
them up
crazy.
just for that.
Yeah, he was Captain Commando.
Yeah,
It was Captain
exactly.
Commando, but like
Well, on
I
a
don't know,
decent kit.
I hate it when
I'm
characters
glad the assist is
pick
gone,
up
but
in this-
why
I
did they
hate
have
when
to
a character
gutter
only
him?
becomes viable because of an assist.
I agree.
It just pisses me off.
Yeah, big band.
Big band, yeah. It's just like because there are so little actual big band players.
They just, dude, funny fist punch.
They just use the assist, and like
And
I
then-
know
and
it
do, like, a
because of
level
the amount
5.
of big bands I fought.
They don't know how to
Literally,
play
they
big
do that.
band?
I literally beat like there, and people think it's hard to fight big band. It's not. Literally, if you're full screen, just jump. Just dash jump into him and then instant overhead him with every single character in the game because you can do that.
You can fuzzy
It's
him.
not hard to fight him. I play Robo. Robo is like nowadays she's like considered mid tier. Before she was considered like a bottom 3 character, and she has a 8-2 matchup against big band, especially big bands who don't know how to do it.
8-2?
Yeah, no,
Excuse
yeah, no,
me?
we're in real
As
video
an
game
8-2.
territory right now.
Dude,
Hey,
this,
yo.
This previously bottom 3 character had an 8-2 matchup against a top 5 character.
That's what I
It was
that's what I
hilarious.
loved about Kill La Kill If as well. That's what I will swear to God on that game. That is the best arena fighter game to ever come
Oh,
out.
wait, am I reading this right? 8 is in Robo's favor?
Yeah.
8, yeah, 8 is Robo's favor.
Okay,
She
okay,
smokes
okay.
Big Ben 8-2.
What? What?
Literally, she definitely smokes some now. She probably smokes some harder because of the buffs she got. But yeah, before because of the
Yo,
buff.
let's go.
The major thing that's in that matchup that makes it basically free is that Ban is one of only 2 characters in the entire game that cannot crouch Robo's standing beam. So Robo has a
Ooh.
crouching beam and she has a standing beam.
Oh,
And-
I see.
It's like Sagat,
I
the
see.
standing one is just better but crouchable.
Right.
Yeah, and it
Okay.
does way more chip damage.
Oh.
So
Ooh.
basically, you can't fuzzy block it.
Nah, you can't. No, you can't. You can't. You just block it.
Yeah, you have to
You
just
take
hold
the
that.
chip.
Yeah.
If she can jump up.
So
in
is the
air
other
and
character
do a run in the
Beowulf?
air- No, the other character is Umbrella.
Oh, dang, that sucks.
Yeah, because
She's like a
because
child
her-
though, but I get it's because of the actual umbrella itself. So
Yeah, it's actually her hitbox. She can't. The only way she can go under Robo's standing beam is by dashing.
oh
She
well,
low
yeah.
profiles it.
Okay, so it's like
Yeah.
so it's like Dragon Knight versus Crusader, because Crusader beam, and most characters actually have to block it. Dragon Knight can just run under
I
it.
think I remember that. Yeah. I think I remember.
It's like
you
UI
saying that.
Goku, like walking forward beats projectiles. Basically.
I don't remember what tournament it was, but someone who was playing UI walked
yeah,
forward on the
was
Beerus
versus,
DP.
It was
Yeah,
versus
I saw
Grocus.
that.
Yeah.
You
dude,
don't
that
know
was
how
hype.
much satisfaction I got from that.
Who was that?
that was neuron
I have no
activation.
idea
that
who.
was like
Literally,
that's.
so
I'm
free.
pretty sure that's one of the
I
reasons why
hate that
UI
DP
Goku...
so. It makes me so like upset.
And that
I
was
hate
in the,
it.
Oh, that was
was
so
in the World
cathartic for you
Finals,
then.
by the way.
Yeah.
Not the World
Yeah.
Finals, it was the World Tour that Bandai
Yeah.
was hosting.
And walked
Hundreds of
just
thousands
forward.
of people to see. He just
Oh
walked
yeah,
forward.
and then walk up 5L.
That was so goated. It was so good.
It was so
He
cathartic.
could have
yeah.
5M'd. He could have 2M'd.
He could have done anything
wasn't about
he
getting.
pleased.
He
had to
decided
walk
the
through it
right arm
and
of
use
the
right
forbidden
arm
one.
of the forbidden one. And it
So-
killed him anyways. That's the hilarious
So,
thing.
okay, so moving on from Dragon Ball, I want a Yu-Gi-Oh fighting game. Like someone offered that idea.
Exodia.
To me, and the neuron activation when I heard it, because I'm also a Yu-Gi-Oh player.
Yeah.
And as a Dragon Ball player,
What
I
deck
also
do you
still
run?
don't read, so I'm perfect for Yu-Gi-Oh. But a Yu-Gi-Oh fighting game, it could go like two ways, right?
Mhm.
Like one way is that it's like the physical like anime characters, like Yugi, Jaden,
Or
Yusei,
monsters.
those kind of characters, right?
I don't
and
know
then
how
they
that
are
would work.
their
I don't think anyone-
specials. Wait, I was gonna get to that. So they would like fight normally, as much as they can with what footage they've got of them fighting, and then like their specials were the monsters, like they would just pop up like summons,
Mhm.
you know, and they would attack for them, and it was like their most like legendary fighters, like
What if
Yugi would have Dark
every-
Magician,
Oh, yeah.
obviously, like Joey Wheeler would have Black Metal Dragon or
Yeah, it's just like Red Eyes, basically, right?
Red Eyes, yeah, sorry,
then
Red
maybe-
Eyes
yeah.
or Red Eyes or Time Wizard.
Time
Kind of like
Wizard!
so it's like Yu-Gi-Oh but Persona.
What if every character had Heritage for the Future stand manipulation?
I mean that's kind of also the way I was thinking, but the other way then it would be like the physical cards themselves, like or
Yeah.
like the card art themselves, like Blue Eyes, like it would turn like into a human. I'm pretty sure, like they would humanize them, but it's like Red Eyes, Dark Dragoon.
I would just I think the only way I would play a Yu-Gi-Oh fighting game is if Yugi had an Exodia mechanic.
Oh, no, absolutely. I could totally be down for that too. But or you could also like say like it's their super, like their ultimate, like or like insta kill. You could even have an insta kill in
What-
that game, and it would make sense because Exodia
But what if
exists.
Yu-Gi-Oh? What if Yu-Gi-Oh? Like not Yu-Gi-Oh? What if Yugi had just a level 1 super where he just draws one Exodia piece, and he just spends 5 bars, and then he wins after
So it's
those
like
5.
it's like Velma from Multiverses, or like who's that Persona character?
You're asking a lot out of me. Baseball guy?
No, it's the detective, the
I don't
girl
know.
detective
Yeah.
who has the instant kill if you mark them. I can't remember.
You're
his
you're
name.
asking the wrong peeps.
I know.
You said detective. I
know.
thought you were talking about what's his name, Adachi.
No, not Adachi. The
Girl
worst part is
detective?
I'm a Persona player. I have Persona 4. I
Does
just
she
haven't
have
played it
blue
enough
hair?
yet.
Y'all a fan of that
Yeah, blue hair
rollback?
girl from BB Tag.
She like has a gun.
Yeah.
Isn't her name Naoto or something?
Naoto, yes, thank you. Oh, thank you. Yes, it was Naoto. The reason why I forgot it is because there's two characters named Naoto.
Oh.
There's the
Yeah.
Blaze Blue Naoto, and
Better
then there's
Naoto.
the better Naoto, and then the
good
Persona.
Also,
So yeah, it
don't
would be
quote me
like
on that,
it would be
but Naoto
Naoto's
might be
like
a
mechanic
dude.
where like you
I'm
can
not
mark
completely
them
sure.
with Exodia,
Mm-hmm.
like an Exodia piece on level 1, and then if you like hit them with a specific super, it just kills them. If you collect all 5.
Like an instant like wait, so Naoto in Persona can just instant kill you?
Yes.
I mean, I haven't seen it in a funny Sejam
Alright.
clip, so honestly, it must not be good.
Oh no, you have to
Basically,
look.
what
You
you're
have to look
saying
at
is
Moo Poke
reason
for
number
that.
33.
You have to go to Moo Poke.
I
for that,
I
'cause
remember I used to watch a
They
lot
made
of Moopog.
they made Naoto seem like top tier, and people were asking to ban Naoto because of that funny meme edit of them just instant killing with Naoto constantly. It was funny.
Is it easy to get though? Like, is it a viable strategy?
It is pretty easy actually in BB Tag. I don't know if Persona, because I'm very new to Persona as well.
I just
But,
know Ice Lady just kills people all the time in Persona. That's all I know about
Yeah.
that game.
Ice Lady,
With
the
Yeah,
the
Mitsuru-
rapier.
girl.
That's not
sword.
just like any Mitsuru, it's Shadow Mitsuru
Yeah.
in specific. There's like a mechanic where
You could
there's
spend
two
your
forms.
burst.
So there's two forms of characters in Persona. One is Shadow, and the other is Normal. Normal
Does every
has like
character
a
have a
comeback
shadow?
mechanic built in, but then
believe so.
Shadow is like a Guilty Gear Persona character, basically.
Yeah.
And like it meets Blaze Blue. Like you pop burst, and all the meter that's in your meter gauge constantly drains down, but you could use as many supers as you want.
Yeah, it's a very
And
very
it's
strong
also
mechanic.
you can hit confirm into it.
Yeah.
So it's basically like an insta TOD starter.
It's the Zord.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much it's Persona's Sword.
I'm like realizing from how many different fighting games we're talking about, and we're all just, for the most part, we kind of get what each other are talking about. I'd love to imagine someone who just like knows like one fighting game and just hearing us just like offhandedly comment on a mechanic and calling it something else. Just, I wonder how much that would like blindside someone.
Dude.
Well, yeah,
That's-
I play Tekken.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like an electric, I think.
Yeah, surely that's like you know that one.
Yo, this
that
guy's like a
guy?
Tekkenite.
Like, this is a so basically what you're saying is like a Tekken like basically. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the Tekken light. Or light.
So is that the same as like Twin Pistons? It's one thing relating to Tekken. And it's like, oh yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah. Like I was playing like Power Rangers on my Switch with my friend just after school. And like one of our just mutual friends just comes over and just like, oh, is that like Mortal Kombat? And I just hated it. I felt nothing but like grief and distraught.
Is it like Mortal Kombat?
It is not like Mortal Kombat because I still don't know how Mortal Kombat plays, but even then I don't really.
We're talking
Wait, you said
Marvel
you're
versus
playing
Street
Guilty
Fighter 2, you know what I mean? Like that's the
Yeah.
speeds of these two different games.
Yeah, that is not the same at all.
He just sees 2D fighters just like, oh, that's Mortal Kombat, which most people do because Mortal Kombat is the most like premier fighting
Besides
game.
Street Fighter.
I disagree, actually. I do want to get into
okay.
that. I think Street Fighter 2, yeah, it was huge, and I think Street Fighter 4 revolutionized the fighting game community. But outside of that, every single Mortal Kombat game was a banger. Sales, I think, outside of like the bad, weird like GameCube era ones. You know what I mean? Like
Combat 11.
Mortal Kombat, dude. Mortal Kombat X. I want to talk about how that game was the best-selling game of that year. Like not even fighting games. It's the game of the year. You know.
Deserved it. It deserved
I've heard
so
only good things. Yeah.
It's funny. The only Mortal Kombat game that got Game of the Year, they got best-selling Game of the Year, is the only Mortal Kombat game with Pharaoh Tor in it. Like, changed my mind. Obviously, it means something. Clearly.
But yeah, no, like Mortal Kombat is much more well known to the average consumer because like Street Fighter like gets huge hits.
Because it's a Warner Brothers property too now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I don't know how much that super helps. Like, I don't even think it was at the time. Was it? I don't even know.
Was it? Wasn't the
It
latest?
brought massive hype around 11 because people actually thought that they were gonna add it.
What about that?
Shaggy.
What about the movie though?
The movie that was
the
Mortal
new
Kombat
movie?
11, so that was for Mortal Kombat 11. But that also just helps with people knowing. But
Yeah.
like again, Street Fighter doesn't have that. Street Fighter has big hits, but Mortal Kombat is just consistent.
Well, 6 hits. If 6
Big
hits off pretty hard,
quotation marks.
yeah.
It's like instead of every game being successful, there was at least a version of a game that was
Yeah.
successful.
Like,
Street
At
Fighter
least,
2.
at least it's better than Nintendo. Let's be real though.
Yeah, like Street Fighter 2 hit, and then Street Fighter 3 missed. Street Fighter 4 hit not nearly as big as Street Fighter 2, but it was still a hit. Street Fighter 5 miss, right? And then if Street Fighter 6 hits, I don't know, I think people might think about it again, but I don't know.
But they'll probably think about it as an RPG.
Yeah.
The story mode,
I think-
character creation.
like-
Hey guys, it's
Whoa, it's like
fighting
the-
Monster Hunter.
It's the crypt from Mortal Kombat, guys.
Oh my god, dear Jesus Christ! No, the
Oh,
crypt
gosh.
from Mortal Kombat, like, there's no way. Like, it's actually terrible,
I hate it.
especially in Mortal Kombat 11.
Mortal Kombat
X
9
is-
sucked a lot too, because it's just like, jump scare!
Yeah.
Oh
It
man,
was at least fun. It was fun. Mortal Kombat 9 was fun.
It
Mortal
was an
Kombat 11 was
experience.
terrible.
I was a dumb stupid kid, so like my friend would just like do the crypt, and then like I would get jump scared, and then I would like, be looking away doing something else, and then he would himself he would just be like, whoa, and then I would just to be an asshole. Like I don't put that one on Mortal Kombat 9, but I just think it's funny. I don't know. I think I didn't really have much experience with Mortal Kombat 9 besides playing Noob Saibot and just mashing one button, the teleport. Because for some reason
I
that was
don't
the wrong
have
button.
any experience of Mortal Kombat besides the Evo. Like I watched a tiny bit of it
Yeah, was that
because of
evil?
I was doing a watch party and I had to switch off because it was like, oh, it's too much for me in my opinion. Like it gets too much.
I
You know,
like
too much
that
gore.
they kind of toned back the gore in Mortal Kombat 11. I know that's why people like it, but I don't know.
Yeah, same.
It's a
Same.
lot easier to
Oh
look
wait,
at.
hold on. Tone down? They
I
toned
Yeah.
it up. What do you mean? Do you not
is
know
it
about
is it not
like
like
it's considered more every Mortal Kombat is considered more violent than its predecessor. Like you
oh.
literally have people in Mortal Kombat 9. You
Okay,
probably
it
got
looks a
one
little
or
less
two.
gross. I'll say that then. Because like
Yeah, it
the
looks.
blood they
Uh,
use in Mortal Kombat 11 or Mortal Kombat X is just the super dark red color, and I don't know why. I just hate that. It's been a long time though since I've seen really anything from it, so maybe I'm just remembering wrong. But
yeah,
The
Mortal
only
Kombat
other
11
thing I
is definitely
remember.
brighter. It's just it's more
it's
less
harder
more
to believe
from
because of how
blood.
bright it is. That's why I think that way.
Yeah, but instead of using like the blood to show you how gruesome it is, they just use actual gore type stuff like the
Hmm.
guts, the eyeballs for some reason.
Yeah, there's a
There are
lot of
so
eyeball
many
ones,
fatalities where they just punch you in the face
and you
and your
die.
eyeballs come out, and I'm just like, wow, okay, cool. See, but
Honestly,
yeah,
I feel like fatalities just don't matter anymore as much. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they're very
Isn't
cool.
they
fatalities
lost their charm.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
fatalities happen when you kill the opponent, right? Like and you win
So
the round.
once you win the game, they go into like a
It's
dizzy
like a
state.
dramatic finish that you can do
Yeah,
Okay.
yourself.
Yeah, because I remember I was gonna ask, like, okay, is there an option to turn it on or off?
yeah.
Because I
No,
remember,
it's
like,
just something you
So
get
you
to
just do
choose.
them. You just do them
okay, so
if you want
when
to.
like I remember seeing like clips of Mortal Kombat. Like the one I'm thinking of in particular is a Sonic Fox versus I don't know who he was,
Perfect Legend
unfortunately.
13-0.
I no, it was the one mirror. Like Sonic Fox was known to troll in Mortal Kombat and pick the mirrors. And the person that won the mirror said go and pick another character.
Dang,
Yeah,
Man,
like
say
to
you can't
Sonic
play
Fox's
my
face.
character.
I
This
think
is
I
your
do
Yeah,
remember that.
character.
exactly. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. It's from the Brilliant Fighting Game Community
Yes.
video.
Yeah, I think I've heard
Oh,
about that.
it's been a long time since I've seen that. I've seen the new one. I just haven't seen that one. I've
Yeah,
seen it. It's
no,
just
it's
been a
in
long
two.
time.
I think that's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, I don't know then. I just remember
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
like
of
my only
things.
experience with Mortal Kombat. And when I saw it on the gameplay, it said finish him, but they weren't moving. So I was like, oh, could you like skip the finish him?
Oh yeah, no.
If
If
you
you don't
do
want to do a
nothing and
finisher,
it says finish him,
you could just yeah,
the
they
match
fall
just
over.
ends.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like you
Or
can
you can
go
like
up
use a
and do
button.
anything.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can
because they
punch
would go
them.
into
You
the
can
menu
throw
as well.
them.
That's what I saw at Evo. They would go to like the character select again
Yeah,
after the
I would assume
Leave,
it's
so
match.
just
they
the
don't have to
fastest to
wait.
just go pause and character
Yeah.
select.
They do that in other games too. Like in Marvel 3, a lot of times you'll see like if a person is about to lose or something, they'll just
People
pause and go
quit
to the
out a
character.
lot to save
Yeah, but the
time.
That's
thing is that like it like the
yeah.
thing like you can't do that and try to keep the score how it was. Because if you do that, you're immediately forfeiting the match.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
people quit out because they know they've lost. Like, they already forfeit that that round.
I mean, me personally, I would never give up.
You would still yeah, me
Yeah,
personally, I
same.
would try and still play through the match.
You know,
But with
but
how much of
Just
a
to see.
unless
snowball
I'm playing
game,
against like a more Doom, I'm giving up. I'm probably just gonna just DQ myself because I don't have time. I'm gonna be here for like 30 minutes, man. Just fighting more. I hate like look. I played zone. I'm not a zoner player. I have played a lot of zoners in my time. Like I've played Robo Fortune. I've learned how to play like Frieza, not like competently, but like I've
uh-huh.
played zoners before. Like man, I cannot stand Morrigan Doom in Marvel 3. Like dear God. Like I hate fighting like Magneto and Virgil and Dante. And those
Magneto's like
types of
magnet
characters.
things to like suck you on one of the side of the screen is one of the most
Exactly.
stupid things I've ever seen in a fighting game.
But they're still cool. They
he
have
can
cool
do
It's
that?
cool, yeah.
Yeah, he can do that.
What?
He can just it's magnetic grass. He just pulls you towards him full screen
Yeah.
if he hits you with the orbs.
That
He's a
sounds like
cool
Iron
sport.
Tiger, but cooler.
It is.
It's
when-
actually, is it cooler? It's on a zoner.
Bro,
Magneto isn't a
have you
zoner.
seen my
Is
repertoire
he
of
not?
mains?
You could use him
That's
as a
cool.
zoner then, my bad.
You can, because he has the best
He
beam
has,
in the
he
game.
has the best
'cause
beam in the
those
game,
do
and he's got the
everything.
best movement in the game, besides maybe like a couple other characters, but...
Like
He's
Phoenix,
supposed
once
to be
installed.
played as a rushdown. And you do the funny loops, bring them from coast to coast twice over, and then you kill them.
I would be
That's
a
how it
dirty
goes.
Magneto main, I'll be honest.
And then if you want to run, I don't think
He had, like,
Magneto
flight
is the
cancels.
best character.
Yeah. 8-way flight
Into
cancels.
his air like
the slashes.
8-way flight, by the way.
slashes. Yeah, that's so fun. I love the input for that move because it's like a quarter circle forward but reverse.
Oh,
like
yeah,
mirror.
reverse. Yeah, just reverse quarter circle.
So
it's
yeah,
up
so
to
it's like
down, and
6,
it's on-
6-3-2.
It's like 8. It's not. It's 8-9-6.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because
Oh,
because
so
he
it's a
brings his
side-
hands around
okay.
his head.
That's
Brings his hands
Oh.
around his head when he does it.
So yeah, they're trying to represent that. I think that is so interesting what Marvel does for like inputs and stuff like that, where they like actually try to make it kind of make sense sometimes.
Everybody talks about Behemoth Typhoon, but no one wants to acknowledge the fact that Marvel did it first. Like, bro, I'm like to this day, I'm not gonna lie. Behemoth just
In
dear
this
God,
Behemoth Typhoon.
Behemoth
Gold Lewis.
Typhoon.
In this Behemoth
best
Typhoon,
special.
Gold Lewis does your taxes, walks your dog, and sets you ready for
In this one
dinner.
though, he drives you to school. In this one, he pays your student loans. But in this one, he cooks you breakfast. Or
In
if
this
you wanna
one,
do the
he cooks
alternate
you.
version, he orders you IHOP. So cool. Like Behemoth Type, like it's the coolest special move to have ever existed. Like
I think so,
how
yeah.
tell me otherwise.
It's so good because it was so memeable by how the person said it.
I
In this
think
Behemoth Typhoon. In this
unironically,
Behemoth
like
Typhoon.
I just
This
can't get over
Behemoth
how cool
Typhoon.
that character is. And then now he's kind of like boring because now he's like solved and now he's good. You know what I mean? He's just like
Yeah.
you just do
He's
you
still
do the
kinda
good
hype.
stuff. He still is
I'm
kind of
happy.
hype, but
I'm happy.
I don't think
Yeah.
like the need
Because it
to
could have
unlock
been
a
much worse. He could
character-
have just been unplayable and you never see him.
yeah.
The thing is though, I don't think you should attribute like coolness by like
I
unlocking
don't.
potential.
I don't. It's when a character is just a certain set of options above all else. Like, I don't know. Let's go. I'll blue Gogeta. I think is an easy one. Full screen beam, 2M, full screen Rekka. Like it's the same combo. Like the combo is always beam Gallic gun, and then like dive kick. Like it's when it's the same thing over and over again. I find it a
Did
little
you say
less cool.
Vegeta Blue or Gogeta Blue?
I meant to say
He meant
Gogeta.
Gogeta.
Blue. Yeah.
Oh.
But you know what I mean. Like it's just like when it's like stuff like that. That's when I get them like, oh, because Gogeta used to be such a cool character when he was like bad. You know what I mean? I mean, even then he was still pretty annoying. I hated that 2M.
I don't know about that one.
I mean,
Oh, he was
it's just
annoying.
he has more combos though because a lot of the combos he does now he couldn't do.
Yo,
before.
Yeah.
someone told
But now
me
they're
that
just the same two
Gogeta.
moves.
Somebody told me that Gogeta Blue was hype, and I was there when it was out, and like to this day I still don't find him. I was like, no, I don't think he's cool.
I
You
don't
think
think
think he's
Gogeta
that
Blue is
cool.
hype? That's crazy. Which patch did you form this opinion on?
me.
Yeah, exactly. Because they said they re-jump on a dive kick, and
So, I mean, so can Android
Eh.
16.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
You don't
yeah.
think he's cool, do you? Oh, because he
I
grabbed.
think 16
because
is
he's
cool.
bad. Because he's bottom.
Well, yeah, no,
I think
we're
16's cool.
talking about
Let's
this
not get
hypothetical
those things
person.
twisted.
We're talking about this
But yeah.
hypothetical person.
I
we're
know,
making
I know.
fun of.
This hypothetical person probably doesn't like 16.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
But
still
he
upset
can
that
reach up off
16
his kicks.
I'm still upset that 16 got sent to jail and Kid Buu just got a slap on the wrist. And
I
said,
mean,
"You're a
to be
good son."
fair, we didn't know Kid Buu was as bad as he was until Cell's reign started to fall over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of miss top tier Cell. I know no
Yeah,
one was saying that
same.
at the time, but I miss him
Same.
now.
Now he's just.
Okay,
high tier
okay.
as
I don't
hell.
know if this is like a. I've heard
still
this is
pretty
kind of like a
good.
questionable take, but I feel like season 1 wasn't season 1 of DBFZ.
But like, see, you
like,
thought it was like
I think I
season
agree,
0?
but elaborate. I think I agree, but elaborate.
Okay, so like to explain, this is also a thing we talked about, Bryce, actually on Twitter,
Probably,
where
yeah.
it's like a character gets released and it's like, oh, a new season, when it's like, no, it's still the same season.
Yeah,
like it feels like
Android
it's
21
the
is season
exact same
4,
game
guys,
as
right?
last time. A new character
Oh
has
my
been
God, I
added, but there
cannot
hasn't
stand
been
those people.
there hasn't been like any reason to call it a new season. Like there's no new game mechanics, there's no new like complete revamp of the game,
Yeah.
right? So like that's why I think season 1 and 2 should be combined to be like season 1.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, they're just going by season of DLC, which I can get. Like, I'm okay with.
No,
calling
yeah,
a game
I can
like that.
get 2.
But I also
But
just
it feels like it's not accurate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think just the era of GT Goku, it doesn't change the balance of the game. Well, like he, of course, it was obnoxious, but the balance of the game wasn't different, but the players were. Like,
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
like I think that is also a good way of maybe describing things. Like, before Common Era.
Yeah. Before patch culture.
Yeah. I think I don't know. I really liked how DBFZ kind of evolved, but I also kind of hate how it's just everyone wants to be perfectly optimal always. And I know this is a scrub quote because I do appreciate players get the bag. I get that. I completely respect that, right? But I think I feel like almost every other fighting game right now is not nearly as this bad with it. But I think it has to do with
Yeah, could you elaborate a little further
How
on
do
what
you
you mean
mean
by
by
that?
that?
so you know how like everyone in Street Fighter V was playing Luke, you'll still find there's 3 prominent Oros right now. You know what I mean? Like there's just stuff like that.
Yeah.
You'll see it so much. I don't see Luke nearly as much as I
I
see.
think optimization
one of
like
the-
is like toxic optimization is an issue.
I don't know if I would
DBFZ?
call it toxic. It's
Well,
just
because the thing is that like there's a difference between, because this is a 3v3 tag game.
Mhm. Where the
Street
characters
Fighter
are
is
very
1v1.
similar.
Like you pick the character, you're playing the character. Like there's
Mhm.
nothing else to it. Where in fighters,
You're playing
you
fighters.
can like you have shells. Keep
Mhm.
that in
Yeah,
mind.
because
like,
every character plays
pick,
the
I
same.
can pick who I want to play, but also pick these other 2 characters that I know will make my team like amazing,
Yeah.
top tier.
Yeah.
So like
As
I
you're
know
more
why it's
inclined to see
happening.
more of the best characters in the game.
Yeah.
Because it gives you more expression
Mhm.
than if it was a Street Fighter where it's just, oh, I picked this character, I'm playing them.
Yeah, like
Or Happy
yeah.
Chaos and Guilty Gear.
Yeah, and yeah, you don't
Yeah.
even see Happy Chaos, but that's just because he's hard to execute.
Tenkin mains when they bring out their Happy Chaos.
But like,
I saw
yeah,
a clip of that and I was like, dear God, it was a Patenkin. He was playing, I think he was playing like a Yuki, and he immediately switched to Happy Chaos. It cut to the windscreen for Happy Chaos.
Yeah. Yeah, those edits are great.
I love the
It's
that was a
funny.
good era actually. I like that one. That was one of the few FGC trends I like.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah,
there's a
just-
few FGC trends that like they're either like
It's content
omega
culture.
cringe, but then there's like like every once in a while there's some good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, the dark
Like-
days when the whole frame data debate.
Oh
Remember that?
gosh, don't bring that one up.
honestly, I know what it was, but I'm at this point I can't remember. There's just been too much just shit.
It all started with a punk sarcastic tweet.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, actually, which trend are we talking about? I'm asking. Like,
Talking about the part where everyone started like talking about how
everyone learning frame
matter.
data made it.
Oh, not
not.
learning,
Oh.
like just not learning, saying it doesn't matter, it's not real. You'll still get hit.
I
on your
believe
plus
I'm
rate,
plus.
Stuff like that.
Oh,
if I'm
yeah.
plus, if I believe I'm plus, I'm plus.
I mean, honestly, true. If you got a DP.
I mean, I don't know, it's just
okay, I
like the
see
main
what
people who were saying
see
that.
what group you would be under.
I don't actually do DP that much, which is funny.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Obviously, that's not the case if I'm plus. Like that's the whole RPS sort of mind games
Mhm.
with plus frames. That like anything can happen.
Yeah.
Just because I'm.
It's a
Because I
respect.
have advantage doesn't mean I can win this immediately.
Like,
but
yeah,
it's
if
just
you
that-
review punk sets, I remember I watch a lot of Brian F because I'm a content. I just feed into the content machine, you know. Brian F a long time ago. This was before he went super content mode, and I still like his content now. But he was reviewing a set against him and Punk, and you'll notice like he like Punk mashes on a wake up because they've played so many sets before that they know the mix up, like where he knows he would DP there or mash, like he knows that's the actual mix up where him
Yeah,
medium doesn't
okay.
do anything.
Yeah.
Like he just knows blocking is the best option there. It's just like at that point, fighting games are just so cool and they're deep, right? Like Punk was that tweet
At that
Punk
point,
made
yeah,
was
at
just
that point,
like
it's
obvious.
like a player matchup thing,
Yeah.
not a character matchup
Yeah.
thing.
Like
That
the
is
tweet
true.
Punk made was kind of just an obvious part of fighting games, and then people kind of blew it out of the water. I think. I also think people
And they
twist his
took
words
it.
so
Wasn't
They
much.
that
took it
because
way out
it
of
was-
context, though.
Yeah.
They took it way
Yeah.
out.
I was
gonna
say people twist his words a lot. I do think he's pretty annoying. Like
Yeah.
I think he's really funny.
he is pretty
Like,
funny
I
too.
find
I
him
like
really
him.
funny.
Hey, Punk run the set.
I think
No,
he's
it's
funny,
always-
but he's got some takes for sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I
respect
just watch him
Punk,
to.
like,
I
obviously
just
he's
watch him to
one of
have a
the
laugh
best.
every once in a while. You know, you just when you want to feel good. You know.
Yeah, my only thing is that like the way he said it's like he said it, that was it, and then he commented back on Brian F actually responded.
Mhm.
He was all and I forget what he said, but he basically called Punk stupid. Basically, he didn't call him stupid, but he basically said, "Wow, Punk,
You're
this was a
stupid."
really stupid thing to say." And then he was like, "Nah, bro, I'm just joking. What do you mean?" And then
Yeah.
right
That's
under it,
what.
someone
It's
posted a
always what he
picture-
says.
Yeah.
Someone posted a picture. It was like, "Hey guys, look at me being a dumbass," and then another person next to it was like,
Oh.
"Wow, look at this idiot
Remember,
being a
remember,
dumbass." And he was
remember
like,
when he.
"They don't know I'm joking."
Remember when Punk salty tweeted about lab coat?
Remember
after
when
he
Punk
lost the lab
salty
coat?
tweeted?
Yes, he
Remember
did.
when Punk lost $250 to who was it? Stylish Execution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went on his stream.
I think it was so funny because people cared so much about him when he was playing Dragon Ball, and it was so
Well,
funny.
I still kind of do, because that is honestly like really cool that he's picking up the game and he actually likes it.
Yeah, I think it was so funny how people were like analyzing like everything. It was just like, he
Remember
actually
the-
lost the set because he was told to walk up 5L. And then it's just like, actually, if you see here, he didn't walk up 5L, he just sucks. Like,
Hey, brother.
just stuff like
Oh my
that.
God.
Oh,
It was very I get it, but like people are all like, "Oh, Punk's gonna be the next big player. Punk is gonna destroy
Punk's a
everyone."
scrub.
I don't-
Watch Punk
I
at
don't
Evo,
think
and then he
that
lost to
far.
Silence Execution. Stopped playing the game for like 4 weeks, and now he barely plays it anymore. Now, and I was like, this is
remember when he did
obvious.
the money match versus Acoustics? Like
Uh,
twice?
Did he lose both?
Actually, I
Oh.
think it was Acoustics. It was
Yeah, it
$250. Yeah, and he lost.
Yeah. And then at what was it? AOC, he lost to Stylish, but he refused to shake his hand. That was the salty
That's
tweet
just-
start.
It's cringe. Like, bro,
It's so funny.
like,
Yeah.
me personally, I respect Stylish. I think he's a toxic player, yeah. But like, I still respect it. you
Yeah,
know?
I mean, if you're a
Was
good
it-
player,
wait,
you're a
wait,
decent
was it
player.
Stylish? I don't think it was Stylish. I think it was an online player. Was it Stylish?
Punk has a lot to say about all. I think it was so funny. Punk won Capcom Pro Tour and then said, "I'm gonna go play Guilty Gear." I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Punk can be funny sometimes.
So,
I think we got one more topic and then we gotta wrap it up because we've been going for
all
a
right.
bit.
All right. So, small thing. I think we could talk about a little bit more RPS stuff. Did you know that the Yu-Gi-Oh protagonists, the first 3, were actually based on rock paper scissors?
Oh, that's cute.
Can you guess which was paper?
No, actually, I haven't.
It was
watched
Yugi.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay.
Yugi? Yeah, I was just gonna say Yugi.
Yeah. So Jaden was rock, and then Yusei was scissors, which I find
Yusei.
incredibly funny. The whole 5Ds era of Yu-Gi-Oh was also super funny. We're
There's
dueling
no
on
such thing
buttons,
as a
brother.
trash card.
Uh,
I found these cards in a dumpster. I remember growing up watching 5Ds just on the TV. It would just be on one of those things.
I've only seen the original Yugi and a little bit of 5Ds and
5Ds and nuts.
GX.
And no one
But
talks
I
about
play a
Zack
lot of
Soul.
Yu-Gi-Oh, and I like playing a lot. I like playing Yu-Gi-Oh because there's a lot of RPS situations actually in Yu-Gi-Oh,
Mhm.
and it also helps me like sharpen my mind in fighting games because
Yeah, that's
it helps like. I guess this also helps like with my self-reflection of like, okay, yeah, I'm trash, so
Mhm.
how do I improve myself? So I look at these games and I'm like looking at them from strategy standpoints, like do I commit to this or do I commit to that, and then I apply that to a fighting game, and it just has really helped me personally.
Yeah.
If you have the time and if you have like a interest you want to go for, that's like a real time like strategy game or like a card game
Yeah.
strategy, like give it a try because you'll
It
find
definitely
that fighting
helps.
games Yeah, it definitely helps your strategy and like your way of like thinking
Problem
about
solving
commitment
is
and
also
stuff.
super helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
exactly.
honest. I played chess for like 5 hours. I bodied everyone I fought on fighters for like a week.
Yeah, see, yeah, exactly. That's the
Easy.
power. That's the power of fighting
I
games.
I
play
get that, and I do really think that that's actually a real thing. Like you playing other strategy games that make you have to think like, what do I do in this situation? How do I counter this? How do I counter that? That
Mhm.
can definitely help you in fighting games. But one main thing about fighting games is that like it's not just about knowing what to do. It's about execution.
Yeah.
Yeah, because but at that point, that's just like you taking the time and going into the lab for that.
Mhm.
Whereas I'm talking about like sort of strategy, because I feel like I lack in strategy in fighting games sometimes. And so I'm trying to build up that part of myself. Like
Yeah.
execution wise,
Yeah.
I can do pretty decent, and I'm still working on
My
improving my
execution, honestly,
execution.
is kind of bad. I'll be real.
Yeah.
It's
But
not. It's not the
strategy
worst
is
thing.
only as good if you're able to do the strategy.
Yeah,
Like I can know the answer to every single thing you throw at me,
but I'm not
but if
reacting to
I'm
that
not good
overhead.
enough
Yeah,
to do it,
yeah. We're all human at the end of the day. But I'm
it's
I
just
just
saying, like,
you gotta take
I'm
both
just
hands
saying
in
that,
hand.
like, I'm taking, like, my weakest aspect and I'm trying to improve it further.
for sure.
And yes, you're right. While that I might not have the execution for every scenario, at least I know them, right? And I
Yeah,
can look out for them and then improve that part of me, right?
yeah.
Eventually,
It all kind
I'll
of builds
react
up
to it.
Yeah.
because I think it is like if you just build up one specific skill, whether it be your reactions, your execution, etc., that will just help you in aiding all the other skills that you need to learn as well. So I don't.
Yeah.
I play. There's a cool indie game called Inscription. It's I think
Yeah, I've
probably
seen
just
some clips of you
yeah. I love
playing
that
it.
game. I think it's probably my favorite game ever. And there's a cool mode in the game that turns it into a roguelike, and I used that for a while as just my basic brain training and just like brain exercises for those days, and it really did help. Like I felt like a lot more focused and stuff like that. It's a really cool game. Um, I put a lot of time into it. I don't know. It's one of those things. If you have like a brain exercise, if you could just work your brain out, get that gray matter
Yeah.
moving, like you can
Yeah.
definitely get a better results in like everything.
See, it also has helped me like with my patience because I feel like I'm an impatient fighter sometimes,
Yeah.
and like I'll just lack a strategy and I'll freeze up and not like work towards a goal in a match. So Yu-Gi-Oh has helped me tremendously in like, okay, this is my win condition with my character. I
Mhm.
want to push that as much as possible.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of how like I've been taking it, and it's definitely helped me play. Like
I think it is.
I don't say
Yeah.
like it's 100% helped, but it's definitely like improved like that part of me, right?
Mhm. I think it's really funny. I do want. I think I'm just gonna end on this point here because we've done a lot of DBFC talk, so we'll
Oh
end it on
yeah.
DBFC talk. I think it's really funny when
Well, we
I
are
was
DVFZ players.
yeah. uh,
Among other things, yes.
Among other
yeah,
things.
I don't think he wants to be grouped with us.
I,
I
no,
don't classify
no,
as just like,
definitely
oh,
group
you know
me.
me because
Group
I'm a
me,
fighters
please.
player. Like I'm mainly a
He's a
Skullgirls
Skullgirls, yeah.
player
Ah,
for the
okay.
most part, but I do play a
I'm a
lot of
Street Fighter
fighters.
6 player. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Apparently, my community thinks I'm a Grand Blue player. So,
Third strike sweep. Third strike sweep. I'm
but
sorry.
strike sweep.
I do want to say I think it was really funny when I was playing fighters with you on your stream with like Aku.
Yeah.
And it's just like I would do. I think it was just like blue Goku like air ki blast, and you were just like, oh, that's plus, and I'm like, oh, that's plus. Like I didn't know any of my characters, I don't know my characters like uber well. Like I don't know them ins and out. I don't like study the characters page. I think I'm gonna kind of like
Well,
loop
you
this
see, I
back.
am called FGC Nerd for a reason.
I want to loop this back to what I was
I
saying
know
earlier.
too much.
You can learn one thing and it'll influence your entire game plan. You know how long and you know what rank I was when I learned how to do rejump combo or relaunch, not relaunches, but the thing where you launch in the air instead of just doing 2H on the
Universal
ground.
B&B. The
Yeah.
Universal
Yeah.
B&B.
Yeah, I was Android rank when I learned that. Like
Oh yeah.
like
I
I
do
took a
not.
Funny story.
I do
Funny
not know
story.
any of the ranks. I'm sorry. Is that good? Is that
There's
bad?
too many.
I mean,
Let's be
actually, I think it
real.
was even later than that, but like it took me a long time to get it because I literally only play on fundies.
Oh, dude, this is taking
That
me
is
back.
true.
So, for the longest time, I also didn't know how to do the universal comeback, and I was on simple controls.
Oh yeah.
So, it's even worse because in simple controls, I don't know who designed it,
Yeah,
but
it looks bad.
it is bad. Like, if you don't know, for those of you that aren't aware, you press one button and every like face, light, medium, heavy,
Mhm.
and special do a special, right?
Yeah.
And then if you press another button plus the face button, it does your super. But the issue is that it's not per special. It's locked to a specific special.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
you get
like-
you get like a certain version of X move if you press X.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. So, like, if I press
You
right bumper,
Does
and
Yamcha have enough
light-
special moves for that?
I don't know, honestly. I don't remember. I didn't play Yamcha with simple controls. But yeah, like if you pressed light
Funny that
plus,
I have to ask that question because I've got character.
So if you pressed light plus the right bumper, for example,
Mhm.
you would do like the light version of Bardock's Lariat. But if you did the M version, it would do the spin.
Yeah.
And it gave him the knockdown, right?
Mhm.
Well, some characters like Super Saiyan Goku, you couldn't do his BMB because it would do his Tatsu, I think.
Oh yeah, on medium.
And yeah, and then the medium one was his medium flash fist is
And that
what it's
one's
called.
Too hard. That one takes too
Yeah,
long.
that one can't link into anything.
Mhm.
So you have to do the light one. So you have to learn motion inputs to even do the correct like combos.
Mm.
So as a result, I was trying to practice the B&B and I also learned that fact. I was using Bardock because, you know, Bardock's pretty easy to use for his Airbnb, right? Because
Yeah.
you time it. And I eventually learned how to do it, and then I eventually got myself off of the simple controls because of that.
Mhm. You kind of had to.
Because I actually practiced using motion inputs on Joy-Cons. And I got used to it, and I actually, you know, did pretty well. I'm like, wow, why was it so easy to do motion inputs than the simple controls? And it's so funny looking back.
Honestly, okay, I do want to let's do like a controller talk last thing. Just
Okay.
I've been told by a friend that Joy-Cons, the joystick on the Joy-Con is not bad for motion inputs. You two both have switches, right? So
Yes, but I never
Yeah.
used the analog stick.
Oh,
I used the
okay.
pad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, don't be. It was actually,
be
it's actually a really
sorry.
good pad.
Be sorry, dear God. I don't understand.
No,
you people.
guys, you gotta.
literally have a
Hey,
control.
I think
the
you
whole
misunderstand. You misunderstand. I didn't say Pro Controller. I said
Yeah.
Joy-Con.
point-
Yeah.
you use the D-pad.
The buttons
on
are
the
so
Joy-Con.
bad.
That's even. Oh my God. Okay, I use a Pro
It's-
Controller, but even when I was using my Joy-Cons, I still use the analog stick because that's what you're supposed to do.
I
That's
guess
how
I'm
you
just built different then.
He literally put it on there. It was like, oh yeah, you want to play?
I
fighting
found it
games
a
that-
lot easier to use the D-pad than to use the analog stick.
I
don't know,
remember the day I
can't
learned to use the
understand people who
D-pad.
do that.
I remember
Oh,
the
yeah, me
exact
too.
moment where I
Me too.
But the day you downgraded,
Dude, the
Like, I want
D-pad is
things to be
better on the...
harder.
Listen, the D-pad on the Joy-Con is a lot better than the analog stick of the Pro Controller and D-pad combined. I'm sorry. But anyways, I'm a filthy stick user, so what do I know?
Do you actually use stick on
there's
your
nothing wrong
controllers?
with being the stick user. Sonic Fox is a
Or
stick
I see
user.
arcade stick. I see.
No,
Yeah,
not a
yeah,
stick,
arcade
not a
stick.
My bad. Sonic Fox is a pad user. Fortunately, pad gang forever.
Let's
But,
go.
well, I'm just saying, like, I never understand, like, you, like, it's just, you get
I broke
the
Simon.
input. You could just do the input of the stick. Like, why are you pressing buttons? I don't understand.
I found it.
I
I
don't
found it easier. I guess it's just personal preference. I don't
I
know.
have tried using the D-pad before when I had my Joy-Cons and they were drifting like crazy. I was like, you know what?
You
Let me
have your
use the D-pad.
okay. Hold on. How did you break your D-pad to drift? Because I've never
No,
had that issue.
my sticks on my Joy-Cons.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
no,
you
I had
lost
the
the
same
lottery.
issue too. You see,
I
I
was
had
like, oh, I guess I'll
Xenoverse
use
2
the
on my
D-pad.
Switch.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Xenoverse 2?
Yup. That
Oh,
game
God.
requires you to press that joystick down for a bunch of reasons.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yuck.
But I want to say I remember I would use the joystick because I was just a casual gamer. I didn't know anything, but I was just in training mode. I turned on input display because I was just like, why not? And then noticed that the input display used the D-pad,
Oh.
and I was like, wait, am I supposed to be using the
yeah.
D-pad? And then I just press it down. I'm like, oh,
That was my reaction too.
I get it.
I did that for the first time I looked at it. I saw it deep and I was like, huh. Anyways, let me continue using what's working, what's supposed to be.
Well, all right.
True,
I think
that's
we
a
should
good
wrap
statement.
up now, though.
All right.
We've been going for 2 hours 18 minutes. Longest
we-
episode yet. It's
We
gonna
have
get
a
longer.
good synergy.
Yeah, that was
I
pretty
think
good. I
it's
knew
just
it.
that
I
we
knew
have
it.
that good synergy.
I knew we would have that that triangle of disagreement.
It's good. I
Respectful
would never
disagreement.
want to just talk to somebody that I agree with all the time. That
Yeah, I
just
know,
sounds
right?
Yeah,
I
variety
mean, I
is the
like
spice
this
of life.
thing. Oh, you like this thing? I also like this thing. Oh, cool. I also like this thing. You like that thing too? So do I. Oh, we're so alike. Let's make out.